Hey everybody, welcome. What are you doing? Stop.
Fanfare.
Welcome to the Blind Way Podcast while Calvin makes noises.
What fanfare were you doing?
What up?
I was making one up for us.
Who's a fan of that?
The fair.
Yes.
It's
Thursday.
No one paid for that.
What's
Doesn't
up,
matter, it's
everybody?
Thursday.
What's up? Hope everybody is having a good day Thursday and a healthy day on Thursday.
I hope it's
A
healthy.
healthy Thursday?
I hope it's healthy.
I hope it's healthy. Yes.
Of course.
Rick is doing some last-minute adjustments before everything goes crazy. Now he's just running around the studio.
With his
Don't
arms
do
out.
the Naruto run, Rick.
No, stop it.
All right, so, guys, how are you doing? Shane, how are you doing?
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen you in a while.
I've been here every day
I know.
except except Monday.
Except Monday? Yeah. Yep. Let's see. What has happened this week? Little tease for people for early access. If you don't have early access, oh my God, we watched Tombstone. That was a highlight of my week.
That was a highlight of my week too.
Yeah. We won't go into what these guys thought of it, but I had a really good time watching that movie with my friends. That was good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too, for sure.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen it, but
Yeah.
man, having watched it like just a
definitely-
short time ago, like
Yeah.
it's all coming back. I can quote the movie.
I definitely looked at it through rose-colored glasses,
I did.
but the parts
That were
that
good
I love
back then
are still good.
They're still good. Yes.
Yes. Oh, hey, Rick, you should plug in. Sorry. I didn't know I had to do all the work. I don't know what you've been doing over here, but we've been getting this ready. Sorry, Rick. So, what you guys been getting up to this week?
Mourning the NBA and everything else.
Yeah, man.
it's not- It's not gone.
This morning was
gone for now.
It's gone for now.
They suspended the season.
Yeah, for right now.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll just come back.
I thought they just stopped selling tickets. Like they're still having the games.
They
but
were gonna have it.
that's
so
what they
that
were
no
planning on
audience
doing,
people are
but
coming.
then like they found out like a couple players had it, and
Yeah.
I think they kind of
Well,
panicked,
just-
and they're suspending it
well,
for right
yeah.
now until they decide what they want to do, which will probably be playing in empty stadiums.
Yeah.
I thought that was the
sucks.
plan from
Yeah.
the beginning.
Yeah, they said I don't know, I think it was a few days back that they were going to play with no
Yeah.
fans there.
Well,
but then they've said
they-
they're
yeah.
pushing the actual like
Stern
games back.
Yeah, well, not
Yeah.
Stern. Adam Silver. He sent out a memo to all the teams. I read it, and it's basically be prepared to do that because
Short.
they're evaluating every day.
Adam Silva.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you're doing.
But I imagine that's what was going to happen.
Yeah.
That's what players kind of thought, and then they pretty much who was it? The guy who owns the Dallas Mavericks, Mark Cuban. We have his reaction online on YouTube where like he gets the text of like, "Hey,
Really?
yeah," and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I bet.
It's pretty crazy.
It's gotten really crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember much of like H1N1. I don't remember getting at least as crazy as this.
No, this is. Yeah, I definitely feel like this is a lot worse as far as like steps being taken to prevent it
Yeah.
spreading.
Yeah, Italy just shut down now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like
That's what West Virginia
Like a
needs to
couple
do.
of our editors have said, like, yeah, well, I'm gonna be home for a month. You guys got any work?
Yeah, I feel like H1N1 was like as bad as some of the like E. coli outbreaks and stuff. You know, like you hear it on the news, but like you don't really see a whole lot of steps
True.
well,
everywhere being taken.
H1N1
you know?
had a lot of steps taken. I think that's why it didn't go to the extent that it did.
Well,
Whereas,
that's also probably
China,
true. Yeah.
this time could have taken more steps in the beginning and didn't, and then it got
Yeah.
further along, and then I think a lot of people looked at it as being like, well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But
More of like a meme than.
I don't think it's a thing to panic about, but if
Yeah.
you're sick, just don't go places.
Yeah.
You know, like try not, like if you're aware of having
Sure.
stuff, like try to stay away from people. And
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be like 10 times worse than the flu. So if you get really bad flus, then yeah, it's something to worry about. But for most people, it's like you're going to be sick for about 10 days. Don't go anywhere. Stay home, and then stay home longer. You know.
Yeah.
Well, the incubation period is
Yeah.
it's super long. Yeah, I mean, so you can have no symptoms for like 10
Yeah.
days, and just cough or just breathe on someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they'll get it, and then they might not show symptoms, and they'll give it to everybody. You know what I mean?
And I mean, that there are plenty of people out there who can't just take 14 days off work.
No,
Yeah.
that's definitely true.
Like
Like there's plenty of people out there who can't take half a day off work. because they're just not allowed.
True. I mean, I've heard of people too, like that are sick, that have like fevers and stuff, and they're like, I'm gonna go to the store and get some stuff. Like, don't.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know you're sick. Like, they might not have like COVID-19. They might have something else too. But like, even if it's just the flu or whatever, you can still pass whatever it is on.
What
you
they
know?
do have is toilet paper for the next year.
Wow. I guess.
If you got it then.
Yeah. I didn't get any.
So now you don't have any.
Wow.
Can't buy any.
I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
I poop in a place that has a shower.
So every time you poop, you're just
He's just gonna
Wash it
strip
out.
down,
What is it
take
like?
a shit,
Do something.
he'd climb immediately in the shower.
You need to invest in
Hose
duvets.
himself off.
Right?
Yeah.
days.
We do
That
need
seems
those.
hygienic.
I mean, I've had to do it with like kids. Like kids, like, what the hell happened? I'm not. Nope, I'm done.
I guess-
Strip
yeah.
it, put them in there, spray them with the
got it on the
ceiling.
I've had to do that with drunk friends. Dude,
So-
like my buddy who I chased down was on PCP.
Uh-huh.
Like the one I had to chase him through the woods and tackle him.
Sure.
And we kicked him out the car. He rolled down the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he shit himself real bad. I had to shower him off with a hose.
Was it the same incident?
No, it was,
Oh, okay.
this is
No,
more
so you
different
left out a
time.
vital part of that story.
Yeah.
No, it was
Gotcha.
later on.
Yeah, it's another.
Yeah.
No,
time.
he was saving the shit story for later in case he didn't have one on the draw.
Yeah.
He just pulled
Gotcha.
that one out.
Go ahead. Rick, what did you call them? Did you call them duvets?
Yeah, a
Yeah.
duvet.
That's a blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wipe your ass with it, and then you throw it out the window.
Just use it. That's what we need.
Yeah, but it's such a big blanket for
just-
one use.
Out the window.
I took a glimpse of chat and they're like, duvets are for beds. And I was like,
What if you don't have
it's
a window?
It's a bidet or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's a bidet.
Bidet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it sound like a word?
Sounds like a Pokemon.
Bidet. Yeah.
Or like
Beedorf.
Sounds like
Beedorf.
evolves
sounds
into
like
Badoo.
a time like in the future.
Yeah. Okay. If it's a bidet, what type Pokemon is it? Like just from the name alone, bidet. Like grass type.
Because I know what it is. It's a water Pokemon.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, that'd be pretty good. It's like, here's bidet, and it just shoots
Right to your
water.
butthole.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be okay.
What Pokemon job does that one get to go on?
What's its evolution? Like, what is it?
Badoo.
Badoo. A bidet, but maybe it's Badoo, Badoo, bidet.
Maybe. Maybe.
It's a poison Pokemon. This is a poison water.
Evolution only did a number on that Pokemon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be great. There you go. We create a new Pokemon.
Okay.
Poison type and then poison water
Yeah.
by final evolution to be perfect.
Well, I always feel like, because of where we live in a small town and small corner of Ohio, I always feel like we have this kind of like protective bubble where it's like, it sucks for everybody, but I ain't worried about too much. But it did affect us because we are no longer going to E3.
Yep.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
E3. Well,
E3
E3's
was
been
canceled.
canceled.
It's been canceled.
It's not like we made the decision.
I know, but
on
it's
our
affected
own.
us.
But yeah.
We arrived at it independently,
Yeah.
and they decided since we weren't coming, they were just going to close the
Yeah.
whole thing down.
Pretty
Which
much,
the,
yeah.
the first year of E3, I had a blast. The second year, I also had a blast, but I also felt like, man, that was a really fun and good time for Blind Wave because we
Yeah.
got a lot of really cool stuff.
It was.
And I was just kind of looking forward to like, all right, if it was that year, and then this is the change we made here, what's the change we're gonna make here? You
Yeah.
know?
I walked so many miles that second year of Blind Wave
Yeah.
of E3,
Yeah.
like going around trying to get us into whatever
Yeah.
we could.
Yeah.
I walked
Yeah.
so far trying to get that backpack in. I walked around the
Yeah.
convention center like twice every morning just to try to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah, the backpack thing was a
That was irritating, man.
a hell of a
We had
hell of
my
a thing.
we had my
Hell
guy
of a
though.
thing.
We had my guy.
You did have
I'm
your
relieved that I don't have to do that this year, though.
guy. Yeah.
It is a small relief.
That's a relief.
I'm trying to cram it in that stupid
Yeah.
bag, that giant bag with an aluminum frame.
Yeah.
Try to cram it in a smaller bag.
Shit's falling out.
Yeah,
I haven't
just-
heard anything about Celebration yet. Which that's in August, I think. I hear that like it's dying down a little bit in China, like the virus or something.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's
It
'cause
is dying
they-
down a bit in China. Yeah.
They isolated like 50 million people.
Yeah. That's how
Well,
you do.
they had it for a while where they were only allowed to go out for like one day. Every 7 days you could go out.
Really?
And then they stopped that for a little bit. And like the roads and stuff, everything was just empty.
Wow.
And then like there was other things I saw where there were like videos where
Be a
like,
great time to film a zombie movie.
like there was a
Yeah.
line, but the line was like there's one,
Uh-huh.
and the next person was like at least as far as Rick is from you.
oh, in terms of how
Yeah,
close
Yeah,
they are.
and that
it's-
was their
there's-
line to whatever it was they were going to.
Yeah.
It
It's
was
the
crazy.
social spacing,
I
right?
think that's happening. Like maybe I'm wrong. Somewhere like for grocery stores, there's a line out the grocery store, and it's like that, and they're letting like 2 or 3 people in at a time to go and get
It's like
groceries.
a nightclub, man.
Go out. Yeah.
They should have a rule like if
Is
you
your name on
touch
the
it,
list?
you buy it.
Yeah.
When?
Like if you touch it, you buy it. That way they're not just fiddling with everything, leaving germs behind.
Well, who does that? You just walk in a store and touch everything?
No,
Calvin
lots of people-
touches it. He
I
uses.
walked into Walmart yesterday, and there was ice cream sandwiches sitting in the chip aisle.
Did you get them?
No, they were room
Did you even tell the
temperature.
story for then?
At least they weren't in the mailbox.
I'm
I
just
thought you were
saying.
gonna be like, and here they are. I'm like,
I'm just saying that's one very simple example of people just walking into a store, touching a bunch of shit,
Remember
and
this?
not buying it.
Well, you know what? I mean,
Leaving it
obviously,
behind.
it's terrible that people are getting sick and people are passing away. But like, as a culture, like, remember when those people were like opening up ice cream and licking it and they're like, you know?
Yeah.
Like maybe that shit
And they
will
were-
stop.
I hope so.
No, it's like, well, you could be killing people.
That's why it happened.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
I know, right? Fucking
God, yeah.
Jesus. So anyway,
I have a problem with like if I get something at like Walmart,
yeah.
and then I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna get it. I can't just set it down.
No,
I
you gotta
never
put it back.
set it down.
I don't know if it's because of working retail for a long
Yeah.
time or what it is, but like I don't want to just like, well, fuck these batteries. I don't want these.
Yeah.
You know what? Leave them by the Lays. You know,
I've
like-
seen people
Yeah.
like put refrigerated shit back like by the bread. I'm like, that's not where it goes.
Yeah,
You know?
especially
It
refrigerated
drives
stuff.
me nuts.
It's really crazy.
I'm like, dang it, I don't want this. Melly, hang on. And she's in the checkout. I'm running back
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
put it away to
Yeah.
get back. You know,
Like people like leaving their carts just like, just leave it here where my car is.
Yeah,
You know, just leave. Like, who cares?
I remember
You know?
when like mom would take us shopping,
Yeah.
and like she'd be adding everything up in the cart, and I was like, well, we don't need this, we can't afford that. So like, you know where these are? You take this, take that back. You take this, take that back. You take this, and we would all divide up and like go and run and put it away, and then we
these
would
grubs
try to get
running
back
around.
before she was at the checkout.
to see if I can
Yeah.
stop watching. Ready? Go.
Well, basically, it was like,
You failed, walk
okay,
home.
there's two customers in front of us with like 20 items each.
Yeah.
Like by the time the cashier is done with them, you should be back here by the time I'm putting my first thing on the belt. Sometimes we would have like competition, like if they were fairly even distances and our running speeds were fairly consistent, like whoever got back first would get the
Yeah.
front seat on the way home.
Did you
I
ever
imagine
have,
like 18-year-old Calvin running. You know what I mean?
He's like calculating
No,
the
this is-
distance and how fast he can run versus Maggie.
so
Maggie beats him every time.
as a kid, as an adult, I tried to get as many toys as I could, right? Like
Yeah.
especially the collector ones. So as a kid, it was usually like, well, you get $20 a month for doing farm stuff. Generally, that means you can get like one, maybe two things, depending on the price, you know?
Yeah.
But when you're a kid and like a new line is out, it's like, oh, I want these 7 things. I can only get 2. So did you? If you guys ever did anything like this, did you ever have hiding spots? Because I had hiding
Oh,
spots.
of course, yeah.
No.
Yeah, like I would
Yeah,
hide
I didn't-
things like in the Barbie aisle. in the
Exactly.
back.
You take them to Barbie and you put them in, like behind everything. Yeah, hell yeah.
And then you come back a week later, they're still there. Oh, thank God. But what was terrible was when someone found it, took it, either like a retail worker or just like another collector's. Like, because every once in a while, like a new line would be out. I'm not kidding. A new line would be out. I'll go, I'll look around. It's not here. I'll just turn around, look up on the shelves. Sometimes I found the Nimbin Stormtrooper. Oh, it was hidden in the Barbie aisle. Mm-hmm. Like, and I know that kid. And I take it and I buy it.
You're that guy.
Hey,
You got to complete
should've
the
hit it
cycle,
better.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm just making him a better hider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
used to
I
do
never really did any of that. Like video games and Pokemon cards, the only things I remember
Yeah.
like being like soughting after certain
Sure.
things.
Well, the games is hard because it's
Video
locked
games
up.
are an easy place to go and be like, I better hide this. It's the last one.
Excuse me,
you know?
can you get this out? Yeah, sure. And you fucking hide it.
And then
Plus, like they have an inventory. Like they're gonna look for it.
And then Pokemon cards were mainly like booster packs or decks.
Yeah.
So maybe like one of the decks, I was like, oh man, I need this deck.
Yeah.
It gets a holographic fucking Gyarados or whatever it is. Like I gotta hide it somewhere, and maybe I'd hide that. But
Yeah.
most of those were booster packs. You had no idea what was
Gotcha.
in it. You know. So
Yeah, I never really did anything like that. I never like collected anything as a kid.
Or did anything. Or
No, I did plenty of
No,
stuff.
no,
I
I'm just kidding.
No, we didn't have a whole lot of money to like.
I mean, I go
Yeah.
collect like rocks and stuff like that, like where I lived. Yeah, I mean,
did you hide them in the woods so that like
No, I tried
the
to
other
get-
kids wouldn't come get them?
Well, the crows wouldn't get them.
now I just try to get different colors and stuff like that. You know, I don't know. I used to always try to find salamanders and toads.
Yeah.
Collect the
Did you
cool.
collect
Those
them?
in a box under your bed or something.
No, I had aquariums in my room, like 4 or 5 on the floor.
What was it? It was a Family Guy. It's like, look, I caught a frog. I put holes in his back so he could breathe. And then he picks him out of the box and he's dead.
It's terrible.
It was.
I mean, they breathe through their skin anyway.
I know. I don't.
It's just stupid.
Peter Griffin was dumb. But Rick collected rocks.
I did. Yeah, I still have some.
Yeah.
My kids collect rocks now, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why?
Well, I used to want to be a
I don't get it.
geologist, so like my grandma would she would like send me like like pyrite and tiger's eye and all this other stuff. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, there used to be a stall at Brinks flea market. that
Yeah.
used to sell rocks.
so I had a tumbler where you put rocks in there and it
Yeah,
tumbles
me
for
too.
a month and then they become polished.
What
Right?
were you a fan of?
Fool's gold.
Oh, okay.
That was your favorite?
Yeah, because I'd be like, oh, it's real. No one's gonna know, but I know because I study this stuff, and you know what I mean.
You tell your friends it's
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah,
Look, I got gold. You're like, what?
pretty much.
Yeah, you idiots.
Yeah.
That's
So-
funny.
Yeah, so just stuff like that. My grandma, she's go to the beach and send me shit there. T-shirts, like seashells. What else would she do? Oh yeah, like starfish that are dead, obviously. Stuff
Yeah.
like that. I still have a ton of that at my
Trying
parents'
to
house.
crawl
Starfish skeletons.
Yeah.
Behind my Uncle Regis' house was a sand pit. And like they would be digging there, obviously. And we would go in there and find like fossils and stuff.
Yeah.
We still have a lot of those.
Cool.
I need to go to rinks.
I need to meet Uncle Regis.
It's a lot different than it used to
You
be.
can't anymore.
He's not with us anymore.
No,
No.
not
Okay, I'm
anymore.
sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but no, rinks. I want to go to rinks because I want to go. There's like an old guy that sells old games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just want to see if he happens to have any rock band shit.
Really?
You know,
He's
he doesn't know what he's got. I can buy it up.
I think
Last time I was in
last
there,
time
I
was
saw
there was
like
some rock band stuff.
there was like a couple guitars.
Yeah,
they
I
weren't
wanna-
in great shape.
Yeah.
Like
I keep
the-
seeing because I've started following the Rock Band Reddit page, and on there they have like, look, just got this, and I'm like, what is it? And I open it up, and it's like $50 on Facebook was a drum set, the game, a microphone,
Oh
and the
my
guitar.
gosh.
And he's like, it's all in pretty good condition. I was like, Jesus. I went on Facebook looking at the marketplace. Anything near me? Damn it, no. These people are selling for $300. They know.
Yeah.
You just want to take advantage of people.
Well, I mean, I want to help them clear their clutter if they're trying to get rid of
for
it.
stuff they don't want.
Yeah, they don't want it. They have no use for it.
Value.
I do.
They're trying to sell
Now,
it.
I'm not trying to get it and then like resell it and make money from it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not like those collectors that like I buy two,
Flippers.
sell
Like
this
People
one
who
for a
bought
whole
like
lot,
10
you know?
PS3s on launch night.
Yeah,
that was a
because
big,
they were
that was a
rare.
big
I
mistake.
want to get them and use them and have them for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get you. Yeah, like whenever I find something, like I don't want to just buy it and resell it. I'm like, I'm going to buy this, and it's going to be mint condition forever.
But now I have more guitars or drums, so
Yeah.
if something breaks, I have it, or I can
Yeah.
like take pieces of different ones and put them together and make them work or something.
Well, speaking of like collecting, I did have a story I wanted to tell, especially Rick.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the Classics Plastics Toy Expo last weekend, which I was really excited by. I have been doing a lot of work at my house, so I haven't been collecting nearly as much as I had been this last year or two. So I just been getting pretty much nothing. But like that expo, they have a lot of things come through and a lot of interesting stuff. So I'm like, I gotta go over, limit myself to like one or two things that I can't pass up. You know, went over there. Jancy came and the puppy came, and we were just walking around, and like I found this one guy. Like there's a lot of cool stuff, but nothing that I was like I have to have this. But then there was this one table where the guy had the entire line of Rebels. The
wow.
Rebels line, which is a line that I kind of passed over because I wasn't collecting then.
So Rebels like Black Series.
And they're not Black Series; they were the 3.75 inch
Okay.
scale figures, but they were in Rebels packaging. And there was a couple things where I'm like, ooh, I mean, this is a character that's not in any other line. You know, he had like 30. I personally have like 3, but he had 30. You know, and I'm like, damn it! If it wasn't this time in my life, I seriously would think about buying them all. You know,
All 30.
all the ones I didn't have.
Okay.
But instead, I got like this one, like $25, $25. One was $75, and I was like, "Yep, I'm getting it.
Yeah.
I got it." So I got those 3, and I was really happy, and was walking around, just ever so slightly being like, "A lot of people here. A lot of people could be coughing on me and my puppy, my girlfriend. Gotta be careful, They're walking around. I have my things, I'm
They
looking
could have
around
called 3
stuff.
hours ago. And
Yeah. And I passed by this one booth, and this man starts walking up to me. He has a top hat on. He has sunglasses.
Is it a red, white, and blue top hat?
No.
Okay.
He had a really thin, very well manicured beard. It was Buff Bagwell,
What?
the wrestler
Yeah.
from WCW.
Also the escort.
Yes, Buff Bagwell.
he's an escort.
Yeah.
Buff Bagwell.
God bless him.
He was taking pictures of people and stuff.
Yeah.
He stopped everything. He started beelining towards me. And I'm thinking, like, this motherfucker watch Blind Wave? No. He loves puppies.
Oh,
He came over. He didn't say a word to me or Jancy. He just came over like this, he's orange skinned, like he just grabbed my puppy. He's like, puppy, 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 puppy. And he left. I didn't have time to go for my phone or anything. I was just shocked. I'm like, I know this man. I know Buff Bagwell. He is in fact Buff.
he is still.
Yeah. I mean, his fucking music could have started. And I would have been like, holy shit, And he doesn't.
This is happening.
Yeah, like I was like, I can't believe that just happened. And I'm thinking like, he don't give a fuck. I could have copped over my puppy. He didn't care. He came over, kissed my puppy, left. Didn't address. He didn't ask permission. I would have given it.
Yeah.
But usually people are like, "Hey, your puppy's so cute. Can I pet?" Yeah, sure. But and Obi was like shocked too. It was like,
he knows
never
who
like
he
that.
was.
He does.
I don't know what a Buff Bagwell is.
I'll show you.
Bagwell.
Is
Yeah.
he from WCW?
WCW?
Yeah,
WCW?
Yeah, he went to WWF along with a bunch of them after WCW died, and he just got buried like the rest of them.
But he was big whenever I was into.
Oh,
he's
nice.
Never
it's
seen
him
him.
a little older, but it was that hat.
Yeah.
It was that exact hat. So then after that, I had to go home and I was watching all these old matches and stuff. Like, man, he was so huge.
He was
I
one
couldn't
of
believe
guy.
how huge he was.
he was one of the big draws for the
Like,
thing.
wow.
look how big that man
Dang.
is in his prime.
Like he's a diamond shape.
Yeah. I mean, he's older now, obviously.
Yeah.
But I knew him when I saw him.
Yeah.
It
Was he in
crazy.
character or was he just?
No, I don't know. I guess.
He had a hat on, right?
But
Does he
was
bring a dog out on stage and go,
He had a very long line of people waiting, and he just
He just walked away.
walked away from everything. Everybody was watching. There's people taking pictures of him. And he's like, puppy, puppy, puppy.
That's funny.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Nice. Wasn't Hacksaw Jim Duggan supposed to be there too?
He was there. I didn't see him. But,
Yeah.
Okay. So
because I went 9 a.m. I went early.
I was gonna say there was someone I saw that was like, "Hey, he will be here today, and he will
Yeah.
be here tomorrow." And it's like, "Oh,
Yeah,
wow, that's
Hacksaw
cool."
Jim Duggan.
But so Buff wasn't even that one.
No.
He was just another guy that was there.
I mean, honestly, the era of wrestling that I used to watch, I don't know who Hacksaw Jim Duggan is. I've heard his name, but I never watched any of his matches or anything. But I remember Buff Bagwell being big whenever I watched wrestling.
yeah.
Yeah.
I only know the big names because I never really watched.
Yeah.
So I only know the old legends, and then I know the people that were there during the '90s that
Yeah.
the Triple H and
The
the
Attitude Era.
Stone Cold
Buff
and the
Bagwell was he
That's
was a
pretty much me,
tag
too.
team, wasn't he?
He was in a tag team.
Yeah, he's 5-time tag team champion or something.
Yeah.
five times.
American male.
Five times. Five times.
Yeah.
Booker T. Remember him?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
I remember him too.
Yep.
Yeah, speaking of wrestling, so they are talking about what they're going to do with the coronavirus and things.
Yeah.
There have been talks about canceling or delaying WrestleMania. There's nothing official yet that I know of, but it does look like they might start doing some of the Raws and the SmackDowns in the Performance Center instead of in arenas and
In a
front
live
of live
arena
crowds
thing.
and things.
Sure. What do places like Disneyland do? Because you have people coming from all over the world. Mm-hmm. It's hot, sweating.
Yeah. I mean,
great.
I don't know if they close down. I don't know if they just keep going and then
Yeah.
less people come in, and hopefully it's not the people that are sick. Being like, you know what? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
don't.
don't-
I'm
Yeah.
sick.
Sick people still pay tickets.
Yeah. I mean, the best thing would be if all the sick people stay home, and then that place is
Well, the
empty.
problem is,
and you're not sick, and you just go and play.
it's spreading
Yeah.
so bad because people they don't know they're sick yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you're just infecting 100 people, and you don't even know for 7, 8, 9, 10 days that you're going to get
Yeah.
it.
It's supposed to get better when it gets warmer too. I hear.
Most
Well,
viruses do.
Well, it's because everyone's not inside,
Yeah.
and the kids aren't inside. They're not in schools.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the theory. But
Gotcha.
Well, it's also the virus has more difficulty surviving in warmer temperatures because they were saying heat and alcohol apparently
Yeah.
both it doesn't like very much.
you walk into my dad's house, all you smell is alcohol, and it's up 100 degrees in there. It turns the heat up. So
It's safe here,
It'll be
boy.
safe.
Yeah, speaking of schools, our two colleges are online only for now. And did
Yeah.
either the public schools?
Not yet, but
Public
St.
schools aren't
Mary's
doing
has been
anything.
talking about it a little bit.
Pretty much the public school superintendent, I think, locally said, unless they make us shut down, we're not shutting down.
Yeah. There's been 3 confirmed. I think it's still 3 confirmed cases. In Ohio.
4.
Yeah, is there 4 now?
Yeah,
4
so,
now.
Yeah, so there was 3, and then there was one that was a community passed on.
Yeah.
So
case.
which
Up-
means
up
they don't
towards
know
Cleveland?
they don't know the origin.
Cuyahoga.
Yeah.
The first 3 were in Cleveland. I forget where the other one was. It wasn't in Cleveland. It was somewhere else.
Gotcha.
That was
So,
up
yeah.
north, but I don't know where.
The
Was
first 3 were in Cuyahoga.
It wasn't
County.
Marietta.
Which
Yeah.
Cleveland is Cleveland in Cuyahoga?
Yeah,
County?
it is.
Yeah, nothing local, but our governor recommended, or I didn't order anything, but was telling colleges and schools to shut down. So, I mean, they're not shut down; they're doing the online courses now, right?
Yeah.
The facilities, like the campuses and everything, are closed, but they're still doing the online stuff.
Hangman Page last night was still taking fans' beers and just drinking them, man.
Yeah.
And motherfucker doesn't give a fuck.
That is a brave man.
Yeah.
Although, like, if he's healthy, like, they say, like, people who have, like, more, like, heart conditions and congestive failure,
underlying health
and,
issues,
and lung problems and stuff
obesity.
like that. Like, those all, like, increase your risk.
Diabetes
is a big one as well.
There's a lot of the people that,
Diabetes.
like, I hear like a high percentage of the percentage that have passed from the coronavirus were people that were in states that, like, if they'd have gotten anything really, like, there's a lot of stuff that would have caused problems.
It's people that will be affected by the flu the most too, you know?
Yeah.
And actually, like, men are getting it much more than women. And it seems like in China, like the stats in China, like the people who die from it, like, you know, like actually it's like 0.2% are like young infants. It seems to be definitely like old people more.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I heard that.
Men and old people.
Really? Yeah. I heard that. Like,
men are old people too.
And when it comes to like the infants, it's not as bad as like just.
Yeah. Which, like, I think it was like Spanish flu, Rick. Like, it was affecting middle-aged people more than anyone. It wasn't killing kids and adults. It was killing middle-aged people.
Interesting.
So it's weird how,
But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, well, yeah, I mean, if you get it, like we, you know, being 30-year-old men, if we get it, we'll probably be fine, you know, but you don't want to give it to somebody else.
Yeah.
You know, is the big thing.
My biggest worry is
I don't want to go visit my dad and stuff like that.
Yeah. My biggest worry is probably Kanan, just because he has a lot more like health issues than any of the other kids do.
Yeah.
So I don't want him to get it. I think the older ones might be okay. Like, they do a little better, but he just doesn't do well with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I've been watching sumo, and it's real crazy because they don't have any fans in there either.
Yeah.
And like,
just two fat guys fighting.
well, like,
it's like high school.
Like, you can hear every slap, you can hear them breathing and everything. It's just such a much different experience than usual because normally the crowd's going crazy.
That sounds pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, no,
kind of.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's just so much different.
Yeah.
And you can tell, like, some of the wrestlers, like Inho, who's the smallest guy, said he's having a really tough time because he would, like, feed on the crowd's energy, you know, and he just doesn't have that right now.
Yeah.
And like the last one I watched, because I'm a little behind now on day 2, one of the lower level wrestlers beat the Yokozuna. Normally when that happens, all of the people in the seats take their cushions and throw them into the ring.
Why?
But that didn't happen this time.
Yeah, that sucks.
Damn.
It'd be like if your dude went to try to get a beer and there's no one to drink beer from.
Exactly.
Now what do I do?
I can't imagine the NBA, which I imagine they'll come back, obviously, this season before the playoffs.
Well, you imagine that because you can't imagine, right?
Because I can't imagine?
You started off with, I can't imagine, but I imagine that they will. That's what I was wondering.
I imagine it'll come back, but I can't imagine what it's going to be like hearing that ball dribble.
Yeah, hearing that dribble.
No sound, no
sound. And because NBA players cuss a lot and stuff too, and like, you know, you go on ESPN and they have mic because they have a mic on on every player.
Could you imagine?
And they have multiple cameras on every player and every player on the bench. So like they always do these breakdowns, like what are they saying here?
Is it like
sometimes they'll say some nasty shit?
Yeah.
So like,
is it like the football ones? Because I've seen ones where it's like you can hear the football players being like 41, and you hear them really well compared to the.
Well, they'll actually have mic equipment on them.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, there's that too, but like it's weird because covering your mouth actually like really fucks it up. Like this, you know, someone's pointing at a mic from 50 feet away. Like for some reason, covering it up.
Well, yeah, it's a directional microphone, probably, right?
Yeah, and like, you know, because they have experts in there reading lips. Because there's people who've gotten in trouble for saying like whispering things. And they said, well, you said this. Like, no, I didn't. Like, we can read your lips. We had these experts come in. So now, like, you know, it just, you'll be able to hear everything. Because, you know, they talk a lot on the court. They talk shit and they yell plays, so.
They shoot a three-pointer and miss. Go, fuck!
Well, it's weird because a couple people from the Utah Jazz, like have been infected.
Right.
Like this young kid, I think Donovan Mitchell is his name. He was, like, going to be Rookie of the Year a couple years ago or something like that. He's all right. But he's, like, I don't know, like, early 20s, and he got it. So it's weird. And then like the whole team's quarantined right now, and they're testing them. So I just keep wondering what the hell they're gonna say, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy stuff.
It's
and
weird.
Like,
yeah, it's a real thing.
Yeah, like watching that sumo, it's like, you know, this is like what the apocalypse would be like almost.
Yeah.
Just like there's just no one here.
No zombie movies ever talked about like
the apocalypse will be no one's there, but the sumos are sumoing.
They're still sumoing.
I'm so worried about the Japanese Olympics being canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said not yet.
I mean, some people,
Not yet.
Well,
I mean,
that's
if
set
they do
for
it, it's gonna,
Is it July?
something like that.
When is it?
But
It's the Summer Olympics, right?
I
Yeah.
read that like if they do cancel it, it might be for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, I heard that if they don't have a better field by beginning of May, then it's probably gonna be canceled or something.
Yeah.
I forget. There's something like that I was hearing. But yeah, I mean, imagine. I mean, so many people show
December.
up for that. Just
Yeah.
December,
December.
July 24th.
July.
Gotcha.
But I mean, there's a lot of people go there, and it's also a lot of even if you didn't have people watching,
Damn.
right? You just have the players. That's still a lot of players coming from all over
From
the
a lot
world,
of countries, yeah.
coming into one place.
Yeah.
And there's been sicknesses without this kind of stuff going on that's spread because of
I mean,
that.
I wonder if they could test them before they show symptoms. Like if they could give them all the test when they arrived, kind of thing.
Like instead of testing for steroids, just
Yeah.
just test for the virus.
Look, we don't care what else you're on. This is more important.
I thought I read
they
that-
can test
that-
for it during the incubation period, just
Yeah,
on the
I-
very beginning of it.
I thought I heard that South Korea like developed some kind of test that's relatively inexpensive to do like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because you can test during the incubation period, that's really good. So
Yeah.
thank God. So Bojangles just told me that Duke. I didn't know this. I'm a Duke fan. Duke and Kansas have withdrawn from March Madness tournaments.
Damn,
Which
Wow.
that's crazy.
that would suck if you're a senior.
Have to have, like May Madness.
I'm upset that we won't get to go and have a good time at E3 and do the stuff that we usually do. But I'm of two camps. I'm like, well,
A lot of people are home watching YouTube.
Well, yeah, but like for Celebration, I haven't heard anything about it yet. Star
Yeah,
Wars
I don't-
Celebration, but I'm like, well, I want to go, but I feel like if I went, the one thing I'd be thinking about was how stressed I am about getting this ultimate con crud.
Yeah, it is.
I don't want to go and not have a
crud.
great time because I'm thinking about like a guy coughed on me, start hitting people.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, that's still August, which is
I know.
we have some time for that.
We got some time.
Which I mean, for me, like, I think Star Wars Celebration is the one I want to go to more.
Yeah.
But E3, I have fun with all the video content that we can do and everything. that we
For
can
me,
do,
it's E3.
you know?
I want to go to E3
Like,
more.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I mean, I love Star Wars, but like, I just want to be. I don't know. Like growing up for me, E3 was like the thing I always want to go to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm
No,
worried
I mean-
with it being canceled. Like, is it going to survive? Is it going to come back?
I believe it will, and a lot of people are talking about doing some online event. So like, it's like that day that they were going to do stuff. Like Sony, they're still going to do their online shit.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo, I imagine, still will.
It came
So,
back
yeah.
from being private.
Yeah.
It did.
It's just, I mean, there's a lot of talk
There's
about
only so
like,
many times it can come back. Though.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
talk. Like if they miss this one, that it just might not come back at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would
I
be
don't know.
terrible.
But at least I
Yeah.
got to go to one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
And it would
we
be
got
cool.
to
It
play
was a fun
Smash
one.
Brothers at one.
it would be
Yeah.
cool if we got to go to the last one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just
No,
No,
I'm not
that'd
gonna think
be
of that.
terrible.
I'm not gonna think of that.
We were there at the end.
It's like Revenge of the Sith, Calvin.
Climbing a rock wall.
Yeah, it was a great vlog. You always had that vlog. People can go watch.
yeah,
Bigfoot with his phone.
Yeah.
that was celebration.
Celebration.
We'll have to do an E3 vlog this year where it's just us like watching shit. Like, oh, this is crazy. Going outside Marietta,
Oh my God.
getting a taxi,
Yeah.
going out to eat.
We go to Marietta College and climb the rock wall.
It's closed.
I mean, it wouldn't be a stretch. Rick will still get lost.
yeah,
Guaranteed.
Yeah,
That was Celebration.
it was. But he also will get lost.
Yeah, sure.
It is a
regardless of where he is or when it
Yeah.
was.
It's like every
He
vlog
will get lost.
It's like every vlog moment that I feel like is being mentioned. I'm like, I think of the vlogs. I'm like, that was a Celebration vlog.
Yeah.
The phone was this. But Rick does get lost easily.
We should talk about best things of the week.
Yeah.
Most of mine have been Dungeons and Dragons related.
Yeah.
If you guys aren't watching the D&D series, definitely watch this weekend's episode.
You
This
really need
weekend
to.
on Early Access is going to be a very fun just a fun video,
Yeah.
but a
Yeah.
good jumping on point. The people aren't watching, maybe they'll be like, oh, this is interesting. Go back and watch the plus 30 that we've done so far. But yeah, a lot of fun, man.
It doesn't really require a lot of context.
No, you can just watch the video that's going to be on YouTube next week, but this weekend for
Yeah.
everybody else is going to be a lot of fun.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah,
I didn't see a couple of them.
yeah.
So
No. Yeah. They were really good. It was fun making them.
Yeah, the
Like
next
filming and everything.
the next 2 weeks on Patreon should be
Yeah.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so you
So,
should go there and become a patron.
Yeah. So obviously we don't want to tell you exactly what we're doing, but like why'd you have a lot of fun?
Well, let's see. It involved lipstick
Yeah.
and murder.
That's true. But it involved those things. Yeah, and we got a chance to really like. What the fuck are we gonna do? Let's do this. Holy shit, that worked out way better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's a similar vibe to like when we're trying to figure out the intros for Black Sails or
Yeah.
the Death Note sketch.
Well, for me, it's just
Yeah.
being able to do something different than you guys and we traditionally do.
Yeah.
I think it's surprising, unexpected. It was a lot of fun individually, and it's a lot of fun to like see like all you guys participate.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for the viewer, like a lot of fun. So
Mhm.
go to become a patron.
And I have
because
fun
it's all-
with just our regular D&D stuff too. Like,
Definitely.
I
Oh,
do,
yeah.
but this was a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
fun.
absolutely. It was just it was a change of pace. I mean, I look forward to doing D&D every time we can do it, but it was just like if we had to do that every week, I would probably fall out of love with it. Not that I'm out of love with D&D in general. It's just like you want to make sure like I just keep doing the adventure and we keep it fresh and try to do new things and stuff. So it was just a cool little change of pace. The other part of my favorite part of the week was Demon Slayer. This week was fucking awesome.
Oh my gosh!
Like Shane, wasn't able to be here on Monday when we usually film it, and I think I was talking to Rob. I was like, "Hey, Shane's not going to be here. Is that going to be okay?" Because sometimes I like try to like make sure like, is this an episode? We got to make sure everybody's here. And he was like, "Fucking wait." I'm like, "All right."
Fucking wait. That's what he said.
Yeah. So
He's not
anyway.
Irish.
Did I sound Irish?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it sounded like. I'm not sure.
You're trying to go Canadian.
Wait. Wait. I don't know, man. Fuck.
Wait, who is he trying to do?
He's
Voice?
trying to
Rob.
be Canadian. He's trying to go.
Rob?
Yeah.
Like,
He's trying to-
hey, like, wait. I don't know. That was the worst one. Fucking shit.
Yeah. So anyway, that's there's a small tease on Twitter of the thumbnail that we did for the Demon Slayer, but that's going to be up tomorrow, early access as well. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Rick, so, I've loved Demon Slayer since the beginning, and I love Steins Gate too. I know it's like your favorite right now. But I can remember early on you liked it, but you're like, well, I don't love it yet. How do you feel now?
Demon Slayer?
Yeah. Because I love it.
I like it. I can't say that I love it
Okay.
Yeah.
yet anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I've just seen a lot of those style shows that I think are better.
Sure.
Okay.
I think it's a pretty good one of those,
Yeah.
but it's not quite to the level of
Yeah.
something that has like just shook my core.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Like corn.
Yeah. So
shuck
far,
and corn.
like I don't know how long.
Shook to my core.
Shook to my
Shook
core.
your core?
Yeah, like I've seen a lot of first seasons of things. Like in terms of anime, this is one of my top 10. I feel like in terms
Yeah.
of like I don't know, we're halfway through. I don't know how far we
Yeah.
are. Yeah, like the art style for me alone is amazing.
Yeah. Just the art, just by itself, can make me a fan.
Mm-hmm.
But I like everything else. But like, yeah, I mean, with that, having recently started like Naruto, like I was shocked by how like quickly we kind of been like, oh, I love this part, in the intros and stuff like that. So that's been
Yeah,
a
I
lot
thought it was
of
going
fun,
to take
too.
a little more time to get in Naruto, but I love it. It just.
I mean, I'm keeping in mind that when this anime was made,
Well, I'm watching it
how
as
it's gonna
someone
be
who
paced.
watched it
Yeah.
like when I was in 8th grade.
Exactly. Yeah, I can put myself watching that show back in the time when
Yeah.
it came out and when I would have watched it.
Sure.
Exactly. So
and it makes
that's
me feel like that.
That's why I'm enjoying it too.
It in a weird way, like because obviously, I mean, shows like that, everybody will tell you like, well, you're not going to be able to enjoy it unless you watch 10 a week, because of the pace. The pace sucks, and yes, the pace does suck. But I kind of enjoy the pace sucking.
Yeah,
like,
like,
there's
I
something
was-
about it
I-
that I'm like that hits me like when I was a kid and I was just waiting for. God damn it, 5 minutes, Frieza, 5.
Yeah, we cut our teeth on like these
Yeah.
animes that have been re-edited for American audience.
Yeah,
Right.
so, I mean
That's
that's
probably-
right up my alley.
That's probably why I don't enjoy it quite as much as you guys. Yeah.
because you didn't cut your teeth that way.
I never watched any TV or anime or anything
Yeah.
like that. So to me, it's just frustrating as
Calvin
hell.
just got instant gratification all the time.
Sure.
No,
You're spoiled.
sounds
You're
good.
spoiled,
I went out in the woods and I chopped trees down.
Instant gratification?
Yeah, and that was instantly gratifying
No,
to you.
it takes a half an hour to chop a tree down
Calvin,
with a
yeah.
dull hatchet.
Yeah, but you didn't go out there for a half hour and chop down the tree, and then you come back and then you watch yourself for 15 minutes chopping down that tree, and then you finish chopping that tree down.
No, but you cut it down and now you have to cut it into pieces to make your shelter.
What kind of shelter are you making?
A wooden one.
All right.
I use my dad's tomato sticks
Yeah,
for
me too.
everything, for fighting,
Me too.
for everything.
Yep.
Instant gratification.
I got the tree down. I'm happy.
It's this culture, man.
Other best things of the week. I'm surprised you didn't mention the movie reaction.
Clearly, Tombstone.
he already
and
did,
we
I
did.
think.
I
you
did.
did.
I
That's right.
just it glossed over. You were over there, I think.
Yeah, you might have been.
Well,
He was
I was
like,
doing it.
Tombstone, we did it. Not gonna say what they thought.
All right.
Yada
Good
yada.
stuff.
But
I loved it.
Be ready for
Yeah.
fucking just me just saying references to it all the time now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was, and then I couldn't, and now I can.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things of the week, I've been trying to keep in mind because I keep on hearing things throughout weeks, and I try to remember. Like, I want to bring this up on podcast.
Sure.
Was I was listening? The only time I listen to the radio, and most of the time I listen to the news is when I'm driving.
Yeah.
So on my way in one day, I think it was, I don't know when it was. Anyway, they're talking about the coronavirus. I'm like, there's lots of news out there about medical stuff, and it's all about the coronavirus. But we're not going to just, there's also other things you guys need to know too. Mm-hmm. And apparently, I don't know who put out the initial one. If it was like UK or Korea, I don't know.
Yeah.
But people with hemorrhoids, there was a thing talking about
No, I'm just kidding.
mashing up and making almost like a puree out of potatoes and rubbing it on your butthole. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And apparently people were like, well, that's too much work to puree the potato. So they were shoving like wedges up their anus.
I was wondering why
What?
all of those.
The waste of these French fries.
Wait. Okay, hold on. For everybody that's not as cultured as you, what the fuck does puree mean?
Puree.
A puree?
It's like when
like
you
making the
blend
baby
something.
food.
It's almost
Yeah.
like making
Yeah.
a paste.
Yeah.
Like mashed potatoes.
So the idea,
It's like a smoothie.
The idea initially was
Consistency.
that something in the starchiness of the potato, whatever, you puree it and rub it,
Yeah.
and it helped the pain, or I don't know what it was.
Can you go buy starch and like mix with water?
Just
I
get
don't- maybe.
Preparation H.
But for some reason people are like,
Well,
well,
it
you
was
know
probably
what?
the-
It's
like the
too
moisture
much
and
work
everything, too.
to chop these up and puree and make a paste out of potatoes.
I thought everybody's got a blender.
I'll just get it small enough to fit in there, and people were getting it like stuck in their butt and fucking.
Just
and
potato wedges up their butt.
If you Google it, there's so many articles of
I'm not, by the way.
No,
I'm
there's-
not going to Google
But there's so
that.
many articles of like doctors
Wedges up
say,
the ass.
Are you doing
do
it right
not
now?
shove potatoes in your ass. Like that's the articles you're
yeah.
finding and stuff.
I've definitely pushed things out of my ass bigger than a potato wedge.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna
when
say.
you started that
I
sentence,
thought you were gonna say I definitely push things
I've
in my
definitely
ass.
had potatoes in my butt, and it doesn't do shit.
No change.
But yeah, so like people were just shoving potatoes in there. I thought it was
Yeah.
such a silly story, and I was like, I'm gonna bring this on my podcast because it seems so ridiculous.
I now I know why all of those.
Hey, leave my spare potatoes alone.
But I mean, like,
why all the Snapchat articles and stuff.
did you see something about potatoes?
Yeah,
and
like
asses
the
and stuff?
top 4 in like the recommended and like the stories and stuff were like doctors recommend to not shove potatoes up your butt. Like, what the fuck are people thinking? Now I have some
They're
context.
stuck at home for a month. They've been quarantined. What else are they gonna do?
potatoes in the butt. No, I mean like. I've heard ER stories, and I've heard them from Melanie, who used to work in the ER, of
Yeah.
like people getting things stuck in their butthole because of probably most likely sexual things.
Yeah.
But not necessarily.
See, for me,
No,
it's not
maybe
even the
not.
objects. Like, it's not the objects that are up the butt. It's the stories they use to make an excuse that, well, this was actually sexual. but
I fell on it.
I fell on this light bulb.
Light bulbs are a weird one.
Light bulbs are a weird
man.
one.
I don't know. I don't
Seems
get
like a
why.
dangerous game.
It is because it gets stuck, and then it's like, well, we can't do anything without breaking it.
Yeah.
It's not going to come out naturally.
That's what's
See, the
hot
thing
about
is,
it.
like, a lot
I
of
guess.
times, like, they try to get it out themselves and they end up breaking it.
I mean,
And then I have to drive to the ER.
rectal bleeding.
clearly, the best way to get it out would just to put a lamp in there and screw, right? And then you have leverage.
Well, we're not all geniuses. Okay?
Yeah, maybe they can't, like, maybe it's trying to, like, turn a doorknob with Vaseline on your hand.
Could you imagine having to go to the ER with a lamp sticking out of your ass? It didn't work, and now I can't get it unscrewed, and I'm fucked.
Reason for visit. God damn it.
Trying to invent night vision.
Lamp in ass.
I'm searching for the flashlight with my ass. I don't know what happened. I just, obviously, I don't know why that's a thing. Why people do that. But okay, I'm trying to put in my head. Okay, as a person that is going to do that,
Yeah.
I do it. Then the moment happens where it breaks. Like, what's that feel like? Are you like, ugh? Because like, is it? What were you think was going to happen?
As a person that does that, anything that goes up there, I'm tying a safety rope to.
Right? Yeah,
We're still on this shit.
like the monks used to do when they would go into the Ark of the Covenant.
Yes.
Yeah. That way, if you died, you got too close, they could
God
just pull you
pull you
out.
out.
Exactly. You just pull it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some of the things,
That's
the
such a-
issues, like you get it there, but you ever had something like you get your head in the banister, but
And you can't get it out.
Yep. And maybe the point of no return is what turns them on. I don't know.
I mean, maybe it's the I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be doing this.
Well, I'm just saying, like, when you beat off and you're done and you're like, yeah, I should have done that.
Yeah, hell yeah, every time.
Like, I can't imagine the feeling.
What am I watching?
The post masturbation when you have a light bulb in your ass and you get off and you're just like, what am I doing? And then you got to pull it out and then it breaks. Oh, the feeling is just so right.
It's
Fucking shit.
terrible.
I mean, compared to
can't
that,
even
yeah,
imagine.
put potato paste on your ass, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
Well, honestly,
like,
like
that's
those,
so tame in
Clorox,
comparison.
Those Clorox things, like to me, that was the height of it. Potatoes things aren't that bad.
the height
What
of it.
Clorox
things in your ass.
Well, no, those things that kids are swallowing.
Oh, the Tide Pods.
Tide Pods?
The Tide Pods.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like when you
that's
said it
not
was,
related to your
That's
ass.
not.
No, but
yeah,
there's
it-
articles saying do not put potatoes in your ass.
Hey,
Like,
yeah.
that's not as big of a deal to me. It's like, hey, kids, don't fucking eat these
There are
things.
kids shooting alcohol up their ass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's been happening forever.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
You,
Just
get
cover-
drunk, you get drunk faster.
It's called butt chugging.
You guys are like, well, yeah, what's wrong
Hell
with
yeah.
that?
Man. Have you seen that
Come
with
on.
John Cena?
You didn't
No,
been there
I
Thursday
haven't
nights?
seen.
You leave too
what is
early.
it?
Aaron, have you
Blockers?
seen that? What's it called?
Blockers.
Blockers. Yeah,
Yeah.
John Cena.
I haven't
That's a
seen
good
it.
one, man. That's a funny movie. John Cena's great in it.
Yeah. It's
Light
pretty
bulbs
good.
no one? Or?
No, it's
No,
it's
it's
chugging.
the butt chugging.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got confused with
They
the
forced
butts.
John Cena in one point, and he's like,
Yeah.
"I'll do it. Let's do it."
He's trying to be a cool
All
dad.
right.
They also like vaporize the alcohol too, and you like absorb it to your skin. I think,
Well, I know there's
I don't
like
know.
like in a sauna.
like vaporizers that. I mean, it's basically like a vape, where you can do that with alcohol and you absorb it much quicker through the lungs. I haven't heard of like a sauna.
I feel like I have.
Like you sitting there, just get drunk.
Yeah,
But
yeah, basically.
saunas
Yeah.
usually make things come out,
Oh yeah, but it's not hot.
not
No.
in.
Yeah, it's not hot. Yeah.
It warms the alcohol and vaporizes it, but it's not like an oven in there. I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Talking about like vaporizing and stuff makes
Yeah.
me think of there was an SNL skit I saw this past week too that was about it was like vape pens, but it was like putting meth and shit into them.
Oh.
And it
gosh.
was kind of weird, a little funny, but at the very end, they have fucking Jesse being like, "If it ain't blue, it ain't real, bitch." And, and it was like, I was
Really?
like, "Oh shit, Breaking
That's
Bad."
great.
That's great.
It makes me think
Dude,
Batman Begins.
Yeah. Now that you guys have seen Breaking Bad, I'll have to show you a tale later. There's a during the Emmys there was like a crossover on TV shows, and they had Jesse from Breaking Bad go to the office, and
Really?
he's there like delivering something, and he's like, "Hey, can someone deliver like a sandwich?" And Creed comes over, and he gives him money and stuff, and Jesse's like, "All right, hey Creed, we'll see you later, man." He's like, "All right, hey guys, my meth is here." It's like, this is really funny to see those two characters interact.
Creed is
Jesse.
such an amazing
Holy
character.
shit.
It is.
Creed is amazing. Rick, you gotta watch like all the Office, man.
times the 60s and the
How much have you
70s.
watched, Rick?
The Office.
Yeah.
The first episode.
Oh, Creed.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, the first season's the worst.
I was like, yeah, I don't know if this. is
It's
The first season is clearly the worst.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I mean,
I
it's
don't know.
It's most like the UK Office, which I also really like.
Yeah.
But season 2 is different, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah,
they
It gets
just
better.
take a different direction. It's you
I,
guys
you
trust
know,
me.
during the 60s and 70s, I made love to many women, sometimes in the mud, in the rain. It's possible a couple men slipped in. There'd be
No way
no way of
knowing.
knowing.
Let me know what knowing.
That's where that comes from.
Michael Scott, right? That's Steve Carell's character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hated Steve Carell's character in that.
Yep.
I hated it.
He's
so
pretty
much.
rough.
It's
Yeah.
Especially season 1. He's
Yeah.
ignorant.
How
but
much
he's
have you
a jerk.
watched now, Aaron?
I mean, I've watched it all.
Okay,
Yeah.
so did you still hate him
I hated him all the
the whole way through? Really?
I hated him all the way through.
Did you ever find him lovable?
Well, I
Yeah,
found
like, what about with Pam?
I hated him all the way through, and then I found moments of missing him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Well, after he's gone, I think it's a huge
Yeah.
hole.
And
to
I was
fill.
like, man, I guess he was needed.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Yeah,
fuck,
you gotta have that. You gotta
I
have your straight
cringed
man.
so
Yeah.
much,
But
and
that's
it
the
made
point.
no
I mean,
sense.
cringe
And I'm like,
humor-
why are you doing it?
Yeah.
Dude, that Scott's
Tots.
Tots.
I
my
still
God.
can't watch
Gosh.
that at the time.
Well, I remember when.
Hey, Mr. Scott.
Yeah,
what you
that
gonna
was
do?
out,
What
like-
you gonna do? Make your dreams come true.
I'm pretty sure like you saw that before I did, and then you
fish.
showed it to me.
Yeah.
Didn't he step on a fish?
Huh?
Didn't he step on a fish? Was
He
that him?
fell into a koi pond.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
And then turned away.
It's on camera.
I might like it now because I also can't stand the Bluths, but I'm loving Arrested Development.
Oh, yeah.
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 What
I
about
mean-
Michael Bluth though? Right.
I don't know. Like,
Jason Bateman.
Yeah, he should just leave.
Yeah.
I don't like.
He should just leave.
I don't like Michael.
You're not supposed
either.
That's the point. You're not supposed to like the Blues.
No.
Yeah, no.
But you can't help but love the show.
You
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
not love Tobias.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you love them all for different reasons. You know what I mean? Like,
I enjoy
Lucille
watching
is
them.
so funny.
I won't say that I like them.
Yeah.
But I enjoy watching them.
Like Lucille plays basically the same character in Archer.
Yeah.
She plays Archer's mom.
Lucille 1 or Lucille 2?
Lucille 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucille!
Oh god, dude.
But no, as far as like I didn't have any issues with Arrested Development really. But yeah, The Office now I've seen more episodes now, and like now I'm like, this is I get it now more of what it was. But my first time watching through, I was kind of like Rick in the first game. Like I don't like him. I love Jim.
Sure.
I love Dwight.
Yeah.
I hated Michael, and then eventually I'm like, oh man, I miss him. And I've seen episodes now. I'm like, this was missed.
It's one of those. It's one of those shows where like I'll just rewatch every year or something like that. So I've probably seen The Office proper like 10 times, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back and watching old stuff, you're like, oh my god. Especially when you know what's kind of coming and stuff like that. It's really special.
Well, and there's Office moments that I had to pause because I was laughing too much.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't. I gotta stop it.
Yeah.
There's this moment.
What?
Right.
I never get to talk about The Office.
Yeah, let's talk about The Office,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Well, Rick hasn't seen it all though.
Fuck it.
He won't care.
The one
We're not doing a reaction.
Rick can still enjoy it.
The one
We should do a reaction.
Oh my gosh, Eric.
to the
Has
Office.
anybody ever reacted to The Office? That would get huge numbers.
I don't know. We should have done the Friends when I was going through Friends.
Well, yeah, that would get huge
I
numbers
haven't
too.
really seen
but-
Friends. Like I saw Friends. Like I
Yeah.
watched quite a few episodes.
I love Friends, and it's very dear to me. But it's because like I used to watch Friends with my mom and stuff like that. The Office is more mine. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I got you.
Huh.
That's true. It is NBC, right?
It is NBC.
Oh, yeah.
NBC always has so much trouble with reactions.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Even reactions that are Netflix and not NBC.
Yeah, NBC Universal produced Umbrella Academy. I wish I would have known that because I would have started off the website stuff right away. But
Yeah.
man, no. The only thing I had heard was like, hey, make sure you cut down on some of the music
Music's
stuff.
a big hit.
But everything that was getting caught, like, oh my god, speaking of the last, what's your favorite thing of the week? Well, worst thing of the week was dealing with Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
Because that episode 5 got hit like 6 times. And it's not that it gets hit. It's that it gets hit 6 hours after it's uploaded. Usually when you do these things, the kind of stuff that we do, most people are cool with reactions. And a couple of people have straight out said, like, we love that you do this. But NBC is notorious for, like, nope, and nope, you know? So, yeah, it's just really frustrating because, like, sometimes I have to have an editor redo stuff over and over again. And then I have to, fill the forms out and try to contact somebody. What can I do? What would change, But NBC's like, no. So, anyway, yeah, that's going strictly. The last 3 episodes that we've done are on the website now, and that's strictly going to be a website reaction from now on. But
All right.
It's
a bummer.
It's one of my favorite shows.
It's
so
a
check
bummer
it out.
because I mean the website reactions, it works just like a normal one. You just have to click a button, but unfortunately we'll lose half the views because of that.
For some, it's one click too far.
It's one click
Yeah.
too far. Yeah. So if you're one of those people, it's really easy.
Yeah.
Trust us. We tried to make it as easy as humanly
And
possible.
we invest a lot of time and money to be able to make that as seamless as possible for people.
You
Yeah.
don't get
Like way
the
more than
behind-the-scenes
we ever
stuff.
should have.
Yeah. behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And I agree with someone on here. Aaron, Office. What was that? What was that moment you were going to talk about? Like a funny ass moment.
Yeah.
So I would like to talk about The Office.
one I was thinking of was I don't know how to go into it without talking about what happens.
Yep.
Just talk about it.
It was like the fire one.
Oh.
And it's like, take this! It throws it, and it crashes back there.
The cat.
Hey,
Yeah.
biscuit or something like that.
For me, it's Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin?
I really like the vending machine. He just throws a chair.
Oh, yeah.
To get all the candy out.
The whole moment is so good. But
Fire is shooting at us.
And I was laughing about all the I was laughing at all kinds of different moments in it because it's such a great moment.
Bandit. That's
But for some reason I laughed so hard at the no, please, no, don't take this, and it throws the cat up or whatever, and it falls back through the other side. And I just started laughing.
One of my favorite moments.
Stanley, you can't die. Rock is president, Stanley.
One of my favorite moments is when Kevin was like, when Michael was spreading rumors.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he said, someone spread a rumor that there was a little man inside of me controlling me with pulleys and levers. Like he was like,
I heard that Jim was a Abercrombie model. No, it was supposed to be about me.
Oh my god, dude, it was so
Yeah.
funny. Kevin, his voice and everything.
Yeah.
She wasn't that hot.
She wasn't that hot, Mike.
Yes, she was.
Damn it, Kevin. But yeah, I mean, the writers of that show killed it. I mean, like, Paul Lieberstein, who's the guy that plays Toby, one of the head writers, Kelly, Ryan, like everybody that works in the annex are all writers in the show.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why they're like back and away from the main office because
That way they don't have to sit on set for scenes that they're not
like,
in.
Poor the guy that plays Stanley, Leslie, whatever his name is. Like his like desk is right in that spot they usually film the Talking Heads. So he has to sit there for hours online or with the crossword puzzle, like as they're just shooting thousands of hours of stuff. And he has to just sit there just because of where he is in the office. It's
That's
hilarious. Oh man.
I also didn't like. Who's this? Damn it, what's his name? He's the young guy. He's like the intern in the beginning, and then
Ryan?
Is it
Ryan?
Ryan?
Ryan.
I didn't like him either.
Yeah.
I was
The
like,
really
fuck
slick.
this guy.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, like,
You're
I
not
think he
supposed
provided a lot of
to.
great
Ryan's
comedy
not
because
the
Michael has that
Ryan.
man crush on him.
Yeah.
But then when he becomes a prick, it pissed me off.
Yeah.
But early on, I liked him just because he was kind of the straight man,
Yeah.
and Michael was just so weird. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So,
I
Oh,
just
man.
thought Jim was like my straight man there. Like,
well, Jim as
he's
well,
very
but
understanding, and he just liked messing with Dwight. That's his thing.
Yeah.
You know, but everything else from about him
Did
seemed
you
pretty
ever
normal.
Have you ever seen the UK Office?
No.
Yeah, Jim, or his name is Tim in the UK.
Yeah.
It's Martin Freeman.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Bill
Yeah, and
Lowe.
he's great. I mean, he is the guy that did the, the camera look. You know, because John Krasinski was a huge
Krasinski,
fan.
yeah.
Krasinski,
Yeah.
giant fan of the UK Office, and very much informed his thing. Whereas Steve Carell was like, he said, I watched 2 minutes of it. I thought it was genius, and I stopped because I would just want to do that, and I don't want to do that. I didn't want to be able to just play the character. You know.
Yeah.
So the two managers from those two things are very different.
Yeah.
He's more
Well, and the one guy showed up.
Ricky Gervais.
Yeah,
Gervais.
Gervais.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Jarvis
because he's
or
an
Gervais,
executive producer of that. I mean,
Oh, really?
he made so much money from the.
Well, then they did another one like in India or something, right? They've done like a
Oh,
bunch
yeah,
of
there's a
different
bunch of
ones
them.
now.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So yeah.
I didn't know that.
So I kind of wonder what they're all like.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to watch the UK one at some point. I've never seen it.
It's
It's only
only
one season.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Or-
It's
yeah.
like 16 episodes.
Oh,
or so.
really?
And they have
Wow.
a Christmas special,
So
I think.
in Japan, is it White Gem?
It should be.
I think I actually just showed Rick that just out of context.
It's-
you did.
Because you can get it
best.
just by watching
Yeah,
it.
it's great.
That's one of the greatest pranks ever.
That was one of the worst things. Is that a lot of the really good moments I'd seen in
Yeah.
a random thing from like
Yeah.
maybe you guys be like, check this out, watch this. This is
Yeah.
why the office is so good. Watch this.
That's why the best snowball is fear.
In jail.
We say in jail so much.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I forget that that's a Dwight quote.
Yeah.
All right. Best thing of the week. I want to talk about riddles.
Okay.
Riddles.
Yeah.
You riddle me this.
Riddle me this.
Why would you possibly want to talk about riddles?
Everyone
Rick?
else went through their favorite thing of the week, right? Calvin,
I started playing Kingdom
Tombstone.
Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. Which, like, I've started playing it, like,
The first one?
5 times. Like, keep getting halfway through. The farthest I got was I was trying to beat Sephiroth, I think. And isn't that in...
What made you? Did you finish ukulele? Because you were playing that. Or
Yes.
did you just switch and you're like, I'm gonna do this now?
I'm towards the end of ukulele.
Isn't Sephiroth optional?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to not beat the greatest villain in video game history.
I understand.
Well, one of them. You don't. If Metal Gear Solid doesn't exist, but yeah. So started playing that. Love it. It's great. You know, I think it's Alicia. She gifted it's Blind Wave, so I have that copy.
Okay.
So yeah, I just can't wait to play that. The second one, the third one. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and all the modern graphics. It's great.
How do you feel about that gummy ship?
I hate it. It's
Yeah.
stupid. It sucks.
Coming ships are fun.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the second one hurt us a lot
they're-
better.
They're not as I mean, it's the fucking moon buggy of Mass Effect.
Calvin likes
I
it.
like it.
Calvin, that doesn't make it good.
Like it's like they make fun of it in Mass Effect 3. Like, glad you're not on that moon buggy anymore. Like, you know, like it's one of those things they laugh at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like the most awful thing. It's
No.
just
Kingdom Hearts 1 is pretty good, and it sets up the story and stuff really well. And you get into 2, and like the controls and stuff are a lot better and everything. But then there's like a lot of they didn't go into 3 with another console one, so there's lots of spin-off games of handhelds and different things too.
yeah,
Card games.
But I have a couple of them.
And they're not spin-offs. They're important to the story. There's lots of really good stuff in all that.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's
I
crazy.
think in the version we have, it shows all the cinematics and stuff from them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that...
pretty sure.
I have to make sure which one, because I know Alicia sent one, but also I own something too. So I have to see which one you took. Make sure I keep track of where my Kingdom Hearts ones went.
I'm pretty sure it's the one she sent.
All right.
But yeah.
Someone took my Harry styling gel. Was that you?
No, swear to God.
Harry
Actually,
Styles gel?
The one day I came out of the bathroom and said, Aaron, I used your gel. And then you're like, it's not mine. And Eric's like, it was mine. And then the next day it wasn't there. So it's like, I guess he doesn't want me to use the fucking gel.
I was like, who took my Harry styling gel?
I did use your trimmer on Calvin.
You did.
You guys should watch D&D.
Watch D&D.
Coming up in the next couple weeks.
That's why I'm wearing a hat. I don't want to talk about it.
Just, I rounded the corner one day and Calvin's just like holding my trimmer and some hair. I'm just like,
Man, that's what
sanitize that.
Alicia says, I sent one to Aaron's house, so ...
Well,
So maybe that's what
I
I'm
just
gonna
remember
do.
on chat where I was talking about it, and Alicia said, Shane, you can borrow it. And then after you beat him, I took it home. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, I
So-
don't want those lost or destroyed.
So riddles, Rick. Riddles are your thing. You have a fun time every time.
I do. So I think this is the first one that's maybe actually a riddle.
Yeah.
Riddle?
Sure. A clue.
Yeah. So this one had 2 parts.
Yes.
The first part.
And for people that don't know, that haven't heard, whenever we're starting something new on the channel, Rick has become very excited to like throw a clue out there for people before it actually goes live. So that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. It was done before I started, but they were solved a lot quicker.
Mm-hmm.
So this one had 2 parts. It had this, which is a bunch of symbols.
A lot of symbols.
Yep. And then it had a riddle. To slay the beast, start at the east. 1,000 will try, 1 will die, 500 will live in fear, as darkness draws forever near.
Okay.
And the second part actually wasn't even needed for the whole riddle, right? That was just a red herring.
You need both.
Ah, damn, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because
Trying to fuck with
when
people.
you look at that, what are you supposed to figure out? Like,
it is technically possible to solve it without it, but it would be very difficult to solve it without it. So
Ooh, that wipe.
there's a wipe.
I thought you hated wipes, Rick.
He's been watching a lot of Clone Wars.
I didn't undo it. All right, so this is a pretty standard, what's called a pig pin cipher.
Okay.
And basically each of the symbols stands for a letter.
Gotcha.
And if you figure that out, it gives you... Nope, that's not it. Yeah, this, which is this.
Okay.
So
It ends with like dick.
So normally up until this point, once you got letters, you just needed to rearrange them, and then you got whatever it was.
Yeah, simple.
But in this case, that was not the case.
Not simple.
Yeah, so you had to solve that cipher to get this, but then there's another cipher that you have to use on this. And that's where the riddle comes in.
Hidden cipher.
Yeah. So...
Munani, it's a Munani cipher.
Naughty cipher.
Surveillance camera.
Yeah. So, one of my favorite riddles ever. Yeah, I'll go ahead and find it here real quick.
Okay.
And I'll see if you guys can get it.
So you based this riddle off another riddle? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, off from maybe my favorite riddle ever.
I don't have a favorite riddle. I need to get a favorite riddle.
You should. Oh no, there's a bunch of people named David Riddle. All right.
Tradition!
So the riddle is 500 begins it, 500 ends it, 5 in the middle is seen. First of all letters, the first of all figures, take up their stations between. Join all together, and then you will bring before you the name of an eminent king.
Baratheon.
I had to read it 10 times.
So yeah, so
Sure.
500 in the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
There's a 5 in the middle somewhere. There's an A.
Yes.
Okay. There's a man
So
that is
All right.
talked about.
I know it because of what you said.
yeah. So 500 in Roman numerals is D.
D.
So it begins with D, ends with D.
Oh.
And then first of all letters A, so D-A.
D-A.
And,
Dad.
and first of all figures, the number 1 or I
Yeah.
is in the middle as well.
Dad.
Yep.
And then a 5 in the middle.
It's like your dad from Boston. Hey, Dad.
Is
So
D.
yeah, so
A D-ad,
David.
like in episode 9.
King David.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
So that's one of my favorites ever.
gotcha.
So this one is similar. 1,000 will try, so that's M.
okay. 1,000.
1 will die, which is I,
These are Roman numerals, yes.
and 500 will live in fear, which is D. But the poem says start in the east, so you need to go backwards.
D.
Yeah. So it's D-I-M.
M.
And also with the as darkness draws forever near,
So you got to read it like a manga.
because it's dim.
Dim.
I knew
Right.
Aaron was thinking that for some reason. I don't know why.
You read from
dim.
right to left, right?
So now I have DIM.
Yep.
And now I can.
So now you can put that into and I can't pronounce it, a
Veneer.
Vigilante.
cipher,
Veganer.
where you basically take your word. It's been a while since I've done it, but I think your word is down here and the key is up here.
Gotcha.
No, it's the other way around.
Other way.
Shit, Rick. So you start with U, for example, and you'll find U over here, and then you'll find D.
D.
So if I take U and then I go down to D. Nope, that's not right.
They're both X's, Rick.
They are.
There's a way to solve it anyway, though, guys. So
Yeah.
Now
That's
while
the
we're
point.
live. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
But that's how you solve it. You use DEM, D for the first letter, I for the second letter, M for the third letter, and you just keep repeating that until you solve the whole entire thing.
Okay.
And it says Ruby.
Ruby.
Is it volume 7?
Volume.
Yeah.
Yeah, volume 7.
Volume 7.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, so we're going back with Ruby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, excited. Yeah,
We are.
I mean, we haven't done Ruby for such a long time, and then the new volume has already finished. And we were just extremely excited to do it. Rick was like, I want to do a riddle. So, we're like, hey, do it, man. I don't know if people got in the heads that they're like, only new shows will be riddled, or a full show. We just, whenever we want to do it. It's fun. It's fun,
Definitely.
So, yeah.
And Ruby's
People have
worth
been
it.
asking me in my stream a bunch.
Yeah,
Like, when are you
I've
guys
been
gonna
avoiding.
do?
I've been avoiding
It's
answering
like,
any
I
questions.
mean, we're
Yeah.
really busy right now.
Yeah.
When we can fit it in our schedule, we'll see if we can do it.
Yeah.
Right.
And we're even doubly excited.
when's Ruby gonna be available?
Ruby will be on YouTube and early access Tuesday.
Yep.
Tuesday.
This
Ruby Tuesday, like
Ruby
the old
Tuesday.
days. Yeah.
Yep.
And we're not just reacting to the show, but there's another Ruby announcement as well.
There is. Take this away.
Tuck away.
All right, hang on.
Hold on.
It comes back.
No,
No.
what have I done?
No. Wave again.
Oh,
No. I just meant that thing because Calvin's going to stand up. Calvin,
I see.
disrobe.
I've been working out, guys.
We've been a lot of fun with this one. We
Really
got
thought
a
he got it.
new piece of merch. Team REAC.
Yeah.
Reactions.
Yeah, so we got a new shirt that's coming out with it as well. And if you can't see it very well, we also got a poster for you guys. too.
Poster.
Because posters are available. This is our Ruby design by Top Screen.
Yes.
And we're super excited by it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's pretty
Yeah.
awesome, yeah.
Rick, Eric, Aaron, and Calvin. Team REAC. So, yeah, that's exciting. That is going to be available for people to purchase on Tuesday. And then for the first week that it's running, it's going to have like 15% off. So
Cool.
if you want to get it now, that is going to be the time to get it.
So when everything goes live on Tuesday.
So we got a
guys.
shirt. We have a new poster. And I was surprised when this came because it's a really high quality like paper.
Yeah, it is. It's like textured and matte.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also got ourselves a really cool notebook.
Notebooks and stickers.
Which the
and
notebook print
good
looks
things.
great, and then there's an awesome sticker too, so that you can just put on your stuff, laptops.
Yeah,
and
and we
stuff
have a
like
bunch
that.
of different sizes of the stickers
Yeah,
too.
people have really been liking the stickers lately. I'm
Yeah.
surprised by how well
Yeah.
they do. So, anyway, yeah, we're excited for Ruby.
Yeah.
We've recorded a
Also,
couple now at this point, and yeah,
Mugs.
yeah, there's mugs too. Yeah,
It's downstairs right now, but we have mugs.
Yeah.
They look really great.
yeah.
They're great.
I really love the shirt, especially the white one looks so good too.
Oh,
Not yours. I don't like your shirt.
damn it.
The white one was good.
So Eric has the shotgun axe.
Yep.
Aaron's got a bow.
Bow
Yes.
and arrow,
I have a bow and arrow
Calvin's
thing.
got dual axes.
but they're guns.
And I said, just make me look like guts.
And he looks like guts.
He's got a big old sword.
Is your big old sword a gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course it
It's a
is.
cannon.
I have in my bow is like a blade thing on the side.
It's like a Buster Gunblade.
I knew it, Rick.
everything's-
That's why I was
everything's
giving you
gotta
that
be
look. I was going to say Gunblade.
That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, Shane does not react to Ruby.
No?
Nope. Thus, he does not get a letter.
That's
Well,
fine.
it could be reacts, but there's only 4 people on
You
the team
loser.
anyway. It works
Yeah,
out
that's true.
real well.
Yeah,
Better.
So
it's pretty good. So that'll be on Tuesday.
that'll be on Tuesday.
Everything's going live.
It'll be live for everybody on YouTube, and there'll be an early access as well.
Awesome stuff.
Yep.
And Umbrella Academy's not too far away when there will be another poll and another riddle.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, stuff like, Westworld is coming back this week. Like, we were wanting to jump on Westworld. People know that we love Westworld and want to do it. But, like, Ruby was like, well, we love it. We just missed doing it then. So we thought, we'll have some fun. And throw out the riddle for it because people don't know when it's coming back. You know, like once we miss that date to do it live, it's like, oh, we just got to find a place in our schedule, and that's the worst thing you could say because our schedule almost never has places.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Definitely.
Yeah. So that's exciting. It'd be fun.
Yeah, there's one person out there. It's like, fucking just do more Naruto.
Just one.
I was gonna say just the one.
Yeah.
This feels like Pilot 2.0. Hyper Ruby though.
Good. What's next, Rick? That's all the riddle then, right?
Yeah.
See that Tom Hanks has coronavirus?
Yeah, I did.
Yes, I
Yeah,
did.
him and his wife.
That sucks.
Wish them the best.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And
yeah.
everyone that's affected.
Yeah. I saw the hospital staff that he's quarantined at brought him a Wilson to like.
Aw.
Wilson.
They brought him a Wilson. Like, hey,
There you
we
go.
know that you're being lonely
Have
because
a
you're in it
friend.
by yourself.
He was like,
I saw
fuck
this-
you.
He took a picture, like smiling with it.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
I saw this thing. I think it was his son actually talking about it. Like he got on like Instagram or something like that. Tom Hanks' son,
Yeah.
and he was just saying like, "Hey, my dad's good spirits."
Yeah.
You know, he says he doesn't feel that sick, and he
Yeah.
said the hospital is amazing. So
Cool.
yeah.
Good stuff. You know, if he had actually gone through that experience in Castaway, giving him that volleyball would be a real dick move, I feel like.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean, he kind of did because he had to shoot with that volleyball for like literally months and months.
I like to think that enough time has passed where people aren't just screaming Wilson at him all the time. 'Cause
Yeah,
that had to have been a thing.
that
Oh, yeah.
I think he appreciates the thought.
It must
of-
have been.
Yeah, probably.
it's better be recognized
love
for that
Castaway.
than like
I love Tom Hanks, man. Tom
Dungeons and
Hanks is such
Dragons.
Yeah.
He was in a Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Yeah,
He
No,
was.
I would say that's better than like the shit of like people hating you because you played Joffrey. You
Yeah,
know, and that kind
that's
of stuff.
bullshit.
Like, no, that was an act. I was an actor
Yeah.
playing a character. I'm not that
Which-
guy. You know.
This week, the news break that Jack Gleason.
Yeah.
He's coming back to acting.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good for
after
him.
a long time of hoping
Yeah,
people like.
hiatus and
Yeah, okay,
calming
with
down
this
and
stuff.
everything.
But I
That's
mean, people
good
get
for
that
him.
where it's like, no, you're this guy. It's like, no, I'm not
Yeah.
that guy. I played a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You're supposed to hate that character. You know.
yeah, but you're also
But
supposed
you don't want
to
to be
know that.
typecasted like you were doing earlier today, typecasting mustachioed people.
Yep.
That's true. Like, we were talking about like people that can play different
yeah.
characters, and you're like, well, this character's mustache, and you're only interested in people that also had mustaches.
I was not.
You were.
No.
Yeah, he was.
We were talking about Sam Elliott
Yeah.
having mustache. Like, didn't he play Thunderbolt Ross? And you're like, yeah, way back when. And I was like, well, who played in Civil War and stuff? You're like, another guy.
William Hurt.
I was like, well-
Aaron, do you have an Uncle Sam?
And I was like, maybe you could have him play, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
No.
Damn.
I have a cousin though. And
Elliott?
then I was, we were like, oh, how old is Sam Elliott? And I
Yeah.
looked up, he's 75. They're like, yeah, he was old 30 years ago, whatever you said. And I was like, I looked up how old he was, 75. I was like, well, Tom Selleck's 75.
And he's also old.
That was
he
just
was older in Friends.
that was just related. No,
That was the story.
No, he wasn't that old.
That was
He
the story.
was like 50.
Sure.
50s is up there.
I was realizing I watched Last Man Standing.
Yeah.
And the wife in that, Vanessa, I can't even think what the actress's name is, but I was like, Bill Engvall was in. He had his own show for a while.
Yeah.
But he was in this show for a little bit, and she played his wife in his show, and then I realized that she also played the wife of, Austin Powers, Mike Myers.
Yeah.
In I Married an Axe Murderer.
Murderer, okay.
And then some other things too. I was like, oh man, she's this. I've seen her in
Yeah.
so many things. I didn't realize she was this person.
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy. Just seeing old stuff and then
realizing that I've seen this person like
yeah.
seen this movie of theirs many times,
Yeah.
but not realizing it was
I was
that.
like, I know her. I don't know her, but
I've seen her.
Sam Elliott is just one of those guys that like they've always looked older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like I bet when he was like 30, he looked old. Like Steve Martin, always had that white hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like John Hamm,
Yeah.
from Mad Men,
Mhm.
like he said, like when he was younger, like he was go out for parts of these teenagers, like he'd go for Dawson's Creek,
Yeah.
and they said like you should go for the dad, but he doesn't look quite like a dad,
Yeah.
so he just can never get a part.
Yeah.
And then he hit like 35, he's about to give up on acting, and he got Don Draper
Mhm.
on AMC,
Yeah.
and then they started doing that, and then Walking Dead and everything else on there.
I got some chat questions.
Sure. Yeah. Question.
Before that, I have one of my own, though.
Okay.
I don't know if I saw this on the internet or heard on the radio. So, take an Olympic sport. So, like weightlifting
Yep.
or
Javelin.
javelin or something like
hot
that.
dog eating.
And everyone that is in that sport is on a team versus another sport, and they play dodgeball. What sport prepares you the most to be the best dodgeball player? Because I feel like javelin or shot put, you're throwing things, so they
Yeah.
can probably throw the ball real hard.
Yeah.
But they might not be like the most maneuverable.
Tumbling.
Softball.
What's the game? What's that game where they like
They throw so hard.
they throw that thing across the ice and they gotta go like this?
Oh.
Curling, baby.
Curling?
That's one of my favorite events.
Maybe.
That
You know,
sucks,
like
man.
that's
Watch
like
that every time.
that's like watching something and knowing where it's going and exactly how far it's going. Like
Yeah.
that could be useful to know. You know?
Is there sumo in the Olympics?
You think that's gonna
There
be helpful?
is in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not that they're help. I was thinking of an alternate question where it's like, what teams do you want to see fight each other?
Yeah.
Like sumo versus fencing or something.
Yeah.
I would say sprinting. I mean, because
Yeah.
I mean, just like the. I mean, sprinters are going to have endurance. They're going to have like the biggest, most explosive Type 2 muscle fibers.
I feel like
High jump.
they're-
yeah,
they're-
but like,
they're athletic.
well,
They're-
high jump would be good.
Like, can you imagine
they're-
high
they're
jump?
fast, they're strong.
Someone's throwing a
think
ball
about it, like,
and you're running and they
all sprinters
jump
are strong.
over the ball.
They're
great.
strong, but like not all sprinters have like the strongest ankles for like back and forth maneuverability. Like they have strong legs for like driving themselves forward, but like if they try to take a quick turn or something, like get a really bad sprain.
I feel like water polo because they're basically playing dodgeball in like 100
water.
times gravity.
Well,
100 times gravity.
They're swimming, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah, I could see that.
You have more time to think about this.
I'd
Rick.
still say sprinting.
I need a list of every sport in the Olympics.
But some
and
people,
then I'll
Chad,
pick one.
are saying handball.
I want to see like sumo
That's an
versus
Olympic
like
sport?
Yeah, it is.
the acrobatics.
I want to see a dodgeball sequel.
like the tumblers.
Yeah.
It's always like really small
freestyle tumbling.
like really short, like girls that are crazy.
Yeah.
That
Like
team,
Simone Biles.
That team versus sumo. I want to see that game.
Majority was
Oh.
taken says goalkeepers in
Dodgeball.
soccer, but I feel like they'd be the worst because they just get hit by the ball all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but depending on the rules, if you catch it, they're out.
Yes.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
You can also
There's
use
that.
the ball to block.
Well,
so
you just
Yeah.
gotta look at the fact
Fencing.
that they got the hand-eye coordination. They can see the ball. They
Yeah.
can, they can
Yeah.
dodge.
See, the thing you would,
Spinners is good. Yeah.
you would need some people that would have good methods of dodging,
Yeah.
but you also need people that can throw. Can a sprinter throw the ball? You
But I
know?
would just argue that he's just probably very athletic.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
Softball,
mean-
man. You
I
see
mean,
those girls
everybody
throw?
in the
In the
Olympics
Olympics
are
is
athletic. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Well, I would say that, but with the activation of Type 2 muscle fibers being probably in sprinters the highest because they probably have to be. Yeah, I mean, like everything, they're strong and fast and everything.
Yeah, but they
My
can't
downside
drill.
with soccer players is that they're just going to flop, and then they're just going to get pounded by 100 balls that are down.
They don't know
Yeah.
jack about drilling.
He's right.
They're just running around.
Drilling. Are we taking care of an asteroid? Oh, man. I don't know jack about drilling.
All right, let's get to some of these other questions. Insane, first off, I have to say I really love your D&D series. It's what got me into wanting to play. My question is, in the future, if you did another campaign, would you guys like to have characters made by Wave Rider sent to the DM to have small cameos, legends, or small side characters to better flesh out and make the world feel more community-filled? Just an idea.
That would be cool. That'd be up to Rick, though.
Oh, that actually happened.
Yeah, it's something we talked. Yeah, okay.
Well,
and,
When I did some streams before we got started, I was like creating things,
Yeah.
and I had people in there, and some of them gave me
Cool.
ideas and things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
various like professors and stuff in our D&D campaign and things that Rick has come up with, he did initially on the Twitch streams when he was setting up some D&D stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And people were like, I like this idea. And people were like, oh, well, all right. Rick's like taking notes.
Yeah.
So it's not initially their character, but it is a lot of fan ideas and stuff.
Nice.
NPCs.
Yes.
someone just said that the March Madness basketball tournament just got canceled.
Didn't you say that earlier? Or did
No,
you say,
he
you
said
said
the Duke pulled out.
Duke,
That
Duke
was-
and
that's what it
Kansas
was.
pulled out. Is that? I gotta look right now. That's fucking crazy.
They're delaying A Quiet
Yeah.
Place too,
as
well.
Canceled.
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 Well, they
I was wondering
delayed
about
like-
men's and women's.
they delayed James Bond.
I was wondering about like Black Widow. Are they going to delay it?
I don't know. With it being in May, I don't know. We'll see.
Oh.
All right.
Questions.
Next
Jeez.
question.
Damn.
Cricket, do you guys watch The Masked Singer?
Aaron does.
Is that like the luchador of singing shows?
Yes.
No.
No, it is.
I guess. Like, you don't know who's in it. Yes. So they're wearing a mask. You
Yeah,
have no
when
idea
you
who the
take
person...
your mask off, you've lost.
Yes.
It is like
It is.
luchadors.
True. So the idea here is that you're wearing this outfit. You can't really tell. You can't tell a whole lot of the body shape. You can't tell skin color. You can't tell. You can usually tell woman and man.
Sure.
But there's been a few times like, oh, that's a woman, and it wasn't. It was a man, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, you know. But they voice change and everything, except for when they're singing.
Okay.
And then
Are they
also,
actually singing inside the helmet, or are they recording a sing and then they're?
See, that's the
I mean,
thing.
they've taken off the helmets when they've lost, and then they
Yeah.
still sing. But I mean, I have no proof otherwise. But
I've watched only a couple clips, and I am convinced they are not singing live inside the helmet.
Yeah, because when I was wearing that thing before, like, there was no way I could do that for, like,
Extremely comparable.
yeah.
well, yeah, yes. I mean, these are helmets and stuff made for this. So a lot of them have like a mesh area right here for singing and stuff, but you can't see through. But I've seen sometimes where I'm like, man, are they singing? Because I can't tell. And there's other times I'm like, I believe it. They're singing. It seems fine. You know. Some of them also have like mics on underneath.
Sure.
So when they take them off, they have a mic on underneath, and that's what they're singing through. And I don't get why you would need that if you aren't really singing.
Oh, to sell that you were really singing.
You were.
Or that.
True, but then they actually sing with that mic too.
They
So
turn it on whenever they take the mask
sure.
off.
So if you don't like it, I don't know.
I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying I don't buy that part.
As far as I'm gonna go with the yes because, I mean, they're definitely singing it, whether they're singing it in the mask or not.
Sure.
Because I've rewatched some of them with Melanie's family when they were wanting to catch up, and I'm like, oh, now that I know who that is, that sounds exactly like that person singing it now.
Yeah.
Now that I can just hear it.
Yeah,
'Cause
I'm the worst person to judge because I saw Hawk singing in Titans. I was like, that's not him. And it was him.
So I mean, even
but it wasn't him singing like live or anything. It was a recording.
Yeah. It was studio.
but some of that you can tell too by the lip singing, and you don't get that because they have giant masks on.
Yeah.
But no, I mean it's fun. They have some. I mean, fucking Ninja was on it.
Yeah.
You know, like
the only reason I watched it because I got stuck in a Whose Line Is It Anyway? Black hole, and I found Wayne Brady. I was like, oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was involved a season
I
or two
love
ago.
Wayne Brady.
It's interesting because
Just watching Wayne Brady freestyle rap is one of the most entertaining things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, and I mean, I could see him just singing in his outfit. You know, like I don't know.
No, I'm saying he
Yeah.
could do it.
Yeah.
But one of the things, like especially with celebrities, is like when you're going to them saying, "Hey, be part of the show," you could say like, "Look, we'll record you. You don't have to actually sing in the mask. I know it's gonna be difficult. We're gonna record it.
Yeah.
You go up there, do your thing, come out, sing a bit. We're good."
It would be tricky. The one thing I've been curious about is some of the voting process they do, because there's been some people that are definitely better singers than people that are staying, and I'm like, I think they. I don't know what happened. Why these people are being voted off and these people are staying.
is it like an audience American Idol votes?
Everyone's supposed to vote for the person they want to stay.
Yeah.
And you don't. The person that you're voting for doesn't get revealed. You know.
Yeah, and the people that don't get voted for. So you're voting on like their performance and their singing and whatnot.
Sure.
But there's one guy who like should not have stayed. That I'm pretty sure is like some kind of football or basketball player, and he just doesn't have a good singing voice.
It's probably because
But
they
he
wanted to find out
stayed-
who the good singer was.
But he stayed over like people that could sing.
Yeah.
And it made no sense, you know.
his vote is popularity, right,
And it's
probably?
happened a few times. Yeah, and it's happened a few times though. And I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, man, well that lady was an older lady. Like maybe it seems like there's a vote, but like, hey, you only have to be here for like two episodes, and then we'll get you off. That way, you're not stuck in this costume and you're 70 years old. You know, like maybe that's part of the deal they want to do. But I don't know, maybe not. But it's fun either way. I like just sitting there trying to like, man, what the hell? What are these clues? Who are these people? I'm quite certain one of the people right now is Chris from Crisscross. Right, from jump, crisscross and make you jump.
okay,
I'm pretty sure
gotcha.
one of them had passed already,
Yeah.
but I think he's the other one, just based on clues and how good he is at singing. But it's tricky,
Okay.
very tricky. It's fun though.
It's just what I was thinking.
Crimson ask, now that I know that Ruby is coming back, who's your favorite girl in Team Ruby? Mine is Blake. I love Blake. I love the actress that voices her. Aaron, Blake VA shares a name with you, Aaron Zek.
Oh, okay. Ruby is my favorite Ruby girl.
Ruby is my favorite as well.
Yeah.
Nora.
No,
She's not in
she's
Team
not
Ruby.
In Team Ruby.
You didn't say that. He just said who's your
Saying
favorite
Shane
Ruby
is your
girl.
favorite Team REAC member.
Yeah.
What?
It hasn't happened.
Yeah, but he's not even in there. Nora's my favorite.
Yeah.
I don't know. Out of just the Ruby 4, I don't know.
That's
Probably
what- yeah.
Ruby or Yang, but I'm not sure. I like both of them.
Yeah.
Cody has a question. So I'm ordering something for you all, and I need you guys to select one of the following. Rick, Metal Gear Solid, One Punch Man, or Full Metal Alchemist. I would select Metal Gear
You would?
out of that. Aaron, Pokemon, Kingdom Hearts, or Spider-Man.
Damn. Man, I don't know. I like all three of those a lot. I want to say Pokemon.
Wait,
'cause I've been in a big Pokemon
I want to
kid,
guess what
but-
you're going to guess.
Well,
I would have said Pokemon.
I want to say Pokemon because I've been in a big Pokemon kit lately.
Yeah. You haven't
Kingdom
got-
Hearts I love because I also just started I didn't start the DLC yet. I had a hell of a stream
Hell of a stream.
Hell of a stream.
Hell of a stream.
Monday where like I was planning on doing the DLC, and then when I started it up, I didn't have my save file,
Yeah.
and
That sucks.
whatever was saved was missing the last zone that I had to do to beat it. So I spent the whole
Maybe he
stream
deleted
Monday.
it.
Maybe when he took my discs. But no, I ended up just playing through, beating the game, skipping all the cutscenes, and then ended where now I can start the DLC.
Yeah.
So I'll be starting the DLC next Monday. But yeah,
There were some people in my stream that were asking, "It's like, did Aaron start the DLC yet?" It's like, no,
Yeah.
unfortunately he
It'd be
didn't, but he
Monday.
will be back.
yeah.
Well,
I had 2 save files, one here, and then one at home, and neither of them had my This
Your
would be like
latest.
So it'd be like a little crown, and I know I beat it because I beat it on stream.
Well,
So, and I have the trophy.
There's recorded evidence.
I'd say to answer the question, just you're not wearing Spider-Man or Kingdom Hearts shirt, so.
No, I mean I have a lot of Pokemon shirts and stuff too.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of Pokemon stuff at home. I want to say Pokemon, but part of me thinks I have too much Pokemon.
Yeah.
So I don't
You
know.
do.
Diversify, do
you
Kingdom
do.
Hearts.
I could be good with any 3, but in
Yeah.
a mailbag today,
Mhm.
I got a Pokemon thing that I was super excited about
You worked.
that I don't have,
You don't have it.
and I was really excited about it. So I don't know. Pokemon could work too. Sorry, go on to someone else.
Calvin, Iron Man, Star Wars, or Mario?
For Calvin of those things, I'm going to say Star Wars.
Really?
Yep.
I would
For
say
you.
I would say Iron Man.
I just
I was
think
stuck
those
between.
are 3 crazy choices for Calvin because I feel like he's not super in love with any of them.
I'm between those 2
Mm-hmm.
more because I don't have quite as much of
Mario
a relationship
experience.
with Mario as you guys do. I do have Mario shirts though.
Yeah.
I don't want to make Aaron right. I probably would go with Iron Man though.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
All right. And Shane, TMNT, Wolverine, or Dragon Ball?
Probably TMNT is what I would pick for you.
I'd probably do TMNT because I feel
Yeah.
like it's more mine than
Sure.
like Dragon Ball. I feel like I
'Cause
share that with
we
you.
share Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Together.
I have
and I-
3 kids
and I-
named after turtles.
Yeah.
Aaron's trying to buy his way into the club.
No, I'm just saying, like,
No, I know. I'm teasing.
Eric,
Yes,
Legend
no.
of Zelda, Star Wars, or Dragon Ball?
No, I don't want to pick. So no.
I'll pick for you. Zelda.
I mean, if I never been to no Zelda convention, they don't got them. If they did, I would go. But it's Star Wars, then Zelda, then Dragon Ball.
You
probably.
think?
Yeah. Just because
So,
I mean, Star Wars is a huge
the
part
man
of my life.
who hates
Zelda,
ranking things.
yeah, I do, but I'm
Just-
being forced to because this person spent their
No, he
things
just
to
said
make it-
pick one. He didn't say which is your favorite.
Well, at first I said I didn't want to pick, but I was forced to. But I'm just saying,
I
like
picked
Star
for
Wars.
you.
Star Wars is just bigger, and it has infected more parts of my life. Whereas Zelda is just like not an annual thing, but like every couple of years, it's like, oh yeah, get back into it. You know, when I was a kid, I definitely, I love doing the artwork and all that stuff. But Star Wars has taken over more of my life.
yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I've let it take over more of my life.
So it's funny though. I'm thinking about like what Shane said,
Angel
like
Basement.
what's a franchise that like each of us has that
Yeah.
maybe is stronger towards one side. Like
Sure.
TMNT for Shane. Like
yeah,
I
at
know
this
I know
point
how
in my
much he
life,
loves
I feel like
turtles, you know,
yeah,
and-
this much of my life, I probably like Star Wars more.
Yeah.
But TMNT is mine. I feel
Yeah.
like, and like I've had all the
yeah.
comics.
Well, like all of us, we all love Star Wars,
love
right?
Star Wars.
yeah, we all love Star
Like,
Wars.
I wouldn't
we all like
necessarily-
Ninja Turtles, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
But like Eric, like I could say like Zelda on him more
Yeah.
so maybe than any of us.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, like I don't know,
Definitely.
like maybe mine's Pokemon.
Yeah.
You know, like but like and then I'm thinking about like Rick and Calvin. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what's their franchises that's
wrestling, probably.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
I mean,
wrestling.
you like that more than any of us.
And almost any in all anime.
okay,
I mean, Berserk.
Yeah, Berserk,
Berserk's a good one for
When
Rick.
I think
Yeah.
of Rick, I think of Berserk, I think of Metal Gear and that kind of stuff. Metal Gear.
Mega Man.
I don't think of.
But you're the
Don't
only
think
one
of me
here
at
who
all.
hasn't
But-
played the 5th one.
I know, Rick. Damn,
That's
Rick.
because I love it so much.
I gotta get you to play that. I could play it with you or watch you play it or something. I don't know.
Play it on
But
stream or
what's
something.
Calvin's?
It took me years to play 4.
Doctor Who. I think of Doctor Who with Calvin, especially like older classic Who. A
Tom
lot.
Baker.
Tom Baker stuff.
Stargate.
Stargate.
Yeah, I think
Trek.
of Stargate with Calvin for some
Yeah.
reason. Like, cause fucking Aaron's watched a lot of Doctor Who too. I kind of think of Doctor Who with Aaron also, but yeah, for some reason I think of Stargate with Calvin. Just because he brings it up, it's like his Dragonheart kind of thing, you know?
Almost.
Yeah.
Think of Mars.
And then,
Mars?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Harry Potter too. I
Harry Potter.
fucking love
Firefly.
Some kind of red planet
love
thing,
Harry Potter, dude.
right? Isn't it like a red?
Oh, Rick,
Some of you
gotta-
talk about all the
gotta-
time is
you gotta
fucking like
finish
red.
reading
Mars
him.
Attacks.
No, not Mars
'Cause I
Attacks.
still haven't
you
seen
don't
it.
know shit about Mars Attacks.
No, he's talking about that UK show.
There's some kind of fucking thing he talks about, Red Planet or
Red Dwarf.
Red Dwarf. Is that what
Oh,
it
Red
is?
Dwarf. Yeah.
Red Dwarf.
Red Dwarf.
Yeah.
Blackadder.
I don't know.
Those
I
are
think
both great.
I think of like weird things that no one fucking has heard of.
No Americans have heard of.
That's not true. Plenty of Americans have heard of it.
Star Trek's a good one for Calvin, maybe.
Yeah.
Although he hasn't seen Next Gen.
Well,
Have you?
then never mind.
I've seen some.
Next Gen is probably the no. It's got the most iconic captain for sure.
I don't know about that.
Over Shatner?
Over.
I think so.
over
Now,
James
like
T.
if you,
Kirk.
if you go to a Star Trek
As
convention,
an outsider of the franchise, I don't care.
strongly disagree. That he's
I mean, Star Trek
clearly
ran
the
for-
most
yeah.
iconic. No,
I mean,
it's,
like when it aired, it got canceled, and then came back with some movies. But Picard was this like classically trained actor, was in it for multiple seasons, multiple movies. Star Trek convention, I feel like, because Shatner has embraced Star Trek, and then Picard kind of didn't. Then when Picard showed back up on stage to announce the Picard show, people were going nuts. They were thinking this would never happen. Like, I don't know if Shatner would.
Kelly says Picard is the best captain. Kirk is the most iconic.
Well, I mean,
On
Kirk
screen.
certainly wasn't an amazing.
What?
Because Kirk wasn't the best.
What about the third one?
Because he's like Han Solo.
Her name,
Yeah, I mean-
right? Wasn't there a girl?
Aaron, shut the fuck up!
All right, next question.
Wasn't there a third captain? I
don't
swore
know.
there was.
Quite
I don't know.
there was.
are you talking about like?
There is.
I mean, there's Captain Janeway.
yeah,
Yeah.
you talk about the chick at Deep Space Nine or
I
whatever.
don't know.
Yeah.
There was like the Shatner, and then there was Picard, and then they had another series, and I thought there was a captain. I thought it was a chick.
But
Yeah,
Yeah.
she has red hair.
and there's another one like Voyager.
What's Voyager?
Yeah, Voyager's
Wasn't
is
the
newer
the
show,
guy
right?
from fucking
Cisco?
Chuckin' a thing?
Yeah, he's in.
What's he
Cisco?
in?
Is that the name? Cisco? Is that how you say it?
Fuck. I mean,
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Janeway. I don't know. I want to watch through. I've never watched through.
Yeah, Calvin, just fucking pick a thing.
Pick something. Now.
I already picked
What'd you pick?
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Oh. All right.
Oh,
No,
anyone?
never mind.
I mean,
Anyone,
of the three options, that's the one I picked.
anyone in chat that's worried about Aaron's cough? Fear not. He's had this for years.
15 years.
I'm just. I
And as
had
far
a
as
cold.
we know,
At least
my
10
nose
years.
is still stuffy, and I'm just trying to get over the rest of this little thing.
Bullshit. You've had that cough for years.
No, not this.
Yes.
No.
This.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
When Blind
That
Wave
one.
was still at my house, I'm like, I'd hear,
That's 'cause of
I'd
the
hear,
mold in the
I'd hear a
bathroom.
fucking car door, and then I'd hear the coughing before he even came in. I'm like, Aaron's here. I don't have to get up.
His inevitable death from it is only his own. He's not contagious.
No.
Yeah.
But then he's going to start
Hey,
coughing for some
hey,
deadly disease, and we're
my-
like, oh, Aaron.
My dad had the same cough for like 35 years. You'll be fine.
Probably.
It's that black lung from back in the day.
Ah, no.
He hasn't spent a day in the mine.
Been inhaling his beard hair since he was 10.
Black lung.
Bojangles, have you guys heard about advancements in longevity?
Longevity.
The new estimate on how soon we'll have a cure for aging in around 17 years. Would you guys want to live to be 500 or older? What do you guys think of this research?
I like the idea of being able to choose when
Damn
you
it.
go.
I'll be 47.
Yeah.
Well, that's when you get to
Wait,
stop aging.
44.
Damn it,
Maybe.
Cal, you don't even know how old you'll be.
We're not out there working the fields, though. You know what I'm saying? I think we'll be okay. I think 47 will still look decent. Yeah, I mean.
44.
Okay. No, I think
Oh,
I think that's really
guess I
cool.
won't
But
hate
I've heard
that.
that a lot over the years.
It's
so-
been true of
Yeah.
the last 30 years or so of like, we're living in the, like, we are going to be in it. And then those people keep,
Yeah,
They keep
like
moving the
someone-
goalposts.
It's
Yeah.
like someone today is going to live to 1,000.
It's been true since
Yeah.
the
That's all-
Philosopher's Stone in alchemy.
Yeah.
If we find
Yeah.
like space travel and can colonize other planets, but I'm worried like with the high population we have already,
Yeah.
people living to 500. What does that do for the Earth and the population and how
Yeah, and the
crowded is
current
everything
rate of
gonna be?
birth and
Yeah,
everything.
you know
That's
all
a
that
problem
kind of stuff.
anyway. You
Yeah,
know?
true.
well,
but
Yeah.
it's a problem now with people
Sure.
living to 100. You know,
Yeah.
what happens when people live to 500?
That's why the elves have such low like fertility rates.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
people,
You know?
they stop having
Counterbalance it.
I mean,
kids.
fucking Elon Musk is
Yeah.
already working on colonizing Mars.
that's good. That's what I'm saying. Like I think like if we can
Yeah.
start sending people out, it's good because you need that time to
Get
go
out of
track.
here! And you're pushing them into the
You-
rocket.
but I'm saying like you need 500 years to get to where you're going. You know,
More than that, but yes.
you know what I mean?
That's why
like,
people are going to be 1,000.
Yeah.
It's going to
Yeah.
be frozen.
No, I think it's cool, and like I've like researched
It's like the stuff in my freezer.
That's stuff I've been thinking about for a while. But when you're talking about longevity, it just kind of makes me think of this thing. Like I think it was who was it? Fuck, it was a prominent clinic. Well, basically all this stuff about fasting and like water fasting and stuff like that, like stuff that I was in most studies have kind of been confirmed to be true. There's been like some like the big studies that have been published saying, oh, like this stuff, like fasting does increase longevity. Like fasting does like have a lot of medicinal properties. So it was cool to kind of see like a big study to come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I was already kind of a believer anyways, but now it's kind of irrefutable.
Is it irrefutable?
Yeah.
All right. I read a study every other year that eggs are good for you and then they're bad for you. So it feels like no one knows what's going on. So I'm not sure of like what the study says or like
here's the thing.
How it proves it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
what do they go through to be like, here are all the facts
Like,
that we know are for sure.
Well, people say that and they still say it now, but food scientists have said for like probably 30 years that eggs are good for you. Like the cholesterol in eggs, like LDL cholesterol, low density lipoprotein cholesterol. There's high density lipoprotein cholesterol. Low density is bad for you, and high is bad. They have both. If you have too much, it's bad for you. You know what I mean? So
with anything, right? Like too much of anything
but like
is bad.
The cholesterol in food, or the LDL cholesterol, doesn't have an effect on the cholesterol in the body. So that's the thing they weren't sure of for a while. And even if it did, if you have a lot, then it's bad for you. But there's bodybuilders who have 25 eggs a day. Yeah, I mean, and they're fine.
It's a lot of protein.
And I mean, that's just the nature of like researching things. Like it's never that you have the answer; it's that you have the best possible answer for right now.
Yeah.
You know.
And then in 20 years, they're like, you know what?
You
This is
get
what we
more
found out.
information, you get more evidence, you change it. That's the best thing about it.
Well,
you know?
a lot of people.
It's the things that don't change.
That's why I like math. I like math. 2 + 2 has always been 4.
Yes, but if you keep dividing 2, you'll never get to 1.
I feel like with food,
So-
there's like a philosophy on food, like a philosophy on eating meat, a philosophy on not eating meat. So some people who like are just straight up, you can't eat meat, it's evil or whatever.
Yeah.
They'll say, well, this is bad no matter what because they put it in that camp.
A cultural thing.
Yeah, and and actually,
Or it's a belief thing.
well, and honestly, Seventh-day vegetarians live longer than anybody in the world. Seventh-day Adventists, they live longer than anybody in the world. The Okinawans in Japan, who are mostly vegetarian, they live longer than anybody in the world. But there's some things in meat that are okay, that are pretty good for you. You know what I mean? Like, so, I don't know. I just don't eat a lot more vegetables if you want to live longer. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to meat products,
living longer eating vegetables. What's
that?
the point?
when it comes to meat products, eggs are I think pretty high up there. They have riboflavin, they have all the stuff in the yolk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I found out, what was it? Was it us talking about the oceans and shit? Like all these things, like fucking back in my day, this is what it was, this is what it was. It's still true from back in my day, 2 + 2. Sure. It's not like there's 4 oceans, now there's 5.
Well, but
9 planets, now there's 8, that kind of thing.
Something that did change is 0 is no longer an even number.
Was it ever an even number?
Yeah.
I don't remember being an even number.
Yeah.
It was when we were in school.
Really?
Yeah, 0.
It's not anymore.
Certainly not an odd number.
Yeah. I don't remember being an odd or an even number. I just remember being 0. So that's why I don't. Is that what it is now? Is it like not counted as anything?
Yeah, now it's neither.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Well, because it's 0.
It's nothing.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
It's not an even.
It can't
anything.
be something because it's nothing. It's not a prime number. It's nothing.
Yeah, I mean that's just
logic.
categorizing. Well, it's just categorizing things. You can.
It's classification, just like
Pluto
planets.
didn't change because we said it's not a planet anymore. It's the same thing. It's going to be the same thing for a long time.
Yeah,
just that we changed the parameters of the category.
Exactly. So the classification changed.
Yeah.
Keep moving, shit. 2 + 2 is 4.
But I honestly, the stuff with food science has been pretty consistent for like 40 years. Yeah, I mean, but it just back in the day, like they didn't have like.
I would say that the egg studies have been very inconsistent.
I don't think they have.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
you get bad studies, and then you have people that peer review and criticize those studies.
Like the stuff that you hear about.
Yeah, you certainly get trends that don't follow science.
So,
they just follow trends.
Yeah, like as I follow a lot of guys on YouTube who have had books published like 30 years ago. Like, I told them. You know what I mean? But Cleveland Clinic, they did a study, and now it's true, but it was true 30 years ago.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So.
And you find out fucking like clinic funded by cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're right. The dairy industry does pump out a lot of studies. Yeah, I mean, dairy's one of the things that probably isn't too good for you, especially as past a certain age. I mean, we're the only living thing on the planet that drinks milk after we've been weaned from another animal.
Because the ones that can.
But what's funny is
No one else smart enough. We're the only ones that got iPhones.
well, I mean,
It's not like a cow's just going to be sitting there while a wolf comes up and sucks on its teat.
Yeah, you don't think if a fucking like a elephant could get milk, it wouldn't drink it. They'd love it. Like, oh my god, it's the best thing I ever tasted.
Why is the wolf sucking on his teat?
well, most people on the planet can't drink
On the
dairy.
cows?
Yeah. So like, what is it like? We're like there's lactose intolerant. They're actually changing that to like you can drink milk because the people who can drink milk.
Lactose tolerant.
Sure.
Yeah, it's called something else, but it's a minority because Europeans like evolved that ability about 4,500 years ago, and it's honestly just not too good for you. Even though I love milk.
So you mean
Yeah.
the ability to drink milk is the minority?
Yeah. Like, Africans can't drink it. Asians can't really drink it.
Everyone I know can drink milk. It's weird.
You fucking live in Marietta, bruh.
I'm just saying. I don't feel like it's the minority when everyone I know can drink milk.
Well, it's because the milk industry. Like Michael Jordan can't drink milk, and he's in that Got Milk ad with the milk. He can't drink it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know him.
False advertising.
No,
Stop it.
it's not foul. They're just
Get
saying
some
Got
help.
Milk.
You know who's got milk? Not him.
No, it's
He's just sad. It's instead of him smiling with a
frowny.
mustache, it's a frowny face. Like, got milk? He's like, no.
like, do you guys have any food allergies?
No.
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 I mean, my son does.
me either.
Kanan does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
but
good.
does Melanie?
No. She's
My only
picky.
allergy is to hay pollen. But do you think that got me out doing hay in hay season?
No.
No.
See, I might have some allergies like that I just don't know of.
Yeah, I have none
But
aware.
Yeah,
I've
you gotta do
never
that like
been-
100 prick thing.
I'm not
Yeah.
getting
You
pricked.
ever see those? And then like the poor people that like all of them on their back have a bump now. Oh,
Yeah.
it sucks.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
suck.
So, I don't know. I mean, maybe that's why I have a cough. Is there something I'm allergic to, you know?
You just fucking
Fucking
chug it
big.
along.
Air.
Like for me, like dairy really makes me. I feel like get mucusy.
Really?
Yeah,
But
me too.
I love it though. So I might have some kind of dairy
I mean,
intolerance.
it's because it's a less viscous liquid.
Nice drink.
Well,
milk.
and my mom just found out she's lactose intolerant, and she's been it for years. But she just loves milk and ice cream, kind of thing. Yeah, I mean,
Fuck it.
so
Okay,
well,
then-
it's because over there they had powdered milk, and it wasn't quite the same thing. And over here, my dad's like, drink the real milk, and then she did, and she liked it, and then she just got off it like at 70.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so but I love milk. I'm probably never gonna stop drinking it, but it's not that good for you.
The point of the story is to be tolerant of everybody.
Including milk.
And
Hear that, all those haters from the Naruto riddle?
What?
no, yeah.
You know what's interesting?
No.
What's interesting is dairy actually it increases shit. It's basically it increases this hormone in the body that
Yeah.
has been known to cause cancer, but it also increases like you getting bigger.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah. So like it's just like bodybuilders who are aware like there's stuff in you. It's not good for you, but it definitely does contribute to like anabolism. You know what I mean? Like it makes you bigger and stronger.
Yeah.
So they're just chugging away and they don't care.
Eric's like, I drink a
It's-
gallon of milk.
Well, it's just interesting.
I mean,
Okay.
legit.
It's called,
when I was a kid, I drank a lot of milk all the
Yeah.
time, and I just was taller, bigger, stronger than most kids my age. You know.
Yeah.
Taller, bigger,
Well,
faster,
it's just what's it
stronger.
called?
There were side effects.
What's it called? I can't
Yeah.
remember. Well, Dr. Rhonda Patrick
That
talks
ear
about
thing.
It's because and she's been on the Joe Rogan podcast.
yeah, I know her.
Rhonda Patrick, like she will advise like a lot of athletes now,
Yeah.
and she'll say like if you're doing all this and like you can drink milk like because it'll help you, but
Yeah.
don't drink it your whole life. Like
Sure.
this is bad for you in many ways, but it
Yeah.
will help you for your sport right now. You're 25, you're making millions of dollars. Drink the milk. You know what I mean? But like other than that, it's not that good for you. But I love chocolate milk so much.
Yeah, just have some milk every once in a while. You're
But
fine.
now I have it all the time. I used to drink a gallon of milk a day.
You don't need to do a day.
My dad would start beating me because I
Yeah.
drink all the milk.
I only drink milk like with a dessert. Like if I get like cake
Really?
or like a brownie, I want milk with it.
Dude, I drink.
Otherwise, I don't want milk now.
Oh, for real. I mean,
Not even
I
like
wish
with
I could be
cereal
like
or
that.
anything?
I just haven't had cereal in.
I mean, sometimes I just
so
wake
long.
up and I don't want
Yeah.
breakfast or anything, but I also have a glass of milk.
What?
Yeah.
It's great.
That's good.
I will have milk with like my.
It's cold.
If I have
Tastes good.
If I have breakfast,
yep.
I don't have breakfast too often. But if
Yeah.
I make like eggs and bacon and toast and
What's your mush that you?
mush? Oh man, I need to get some mush, but I think I gotta go to the store.
See,
and
I
it's
was,
dangerous.
I was
there.
trying to say it mockingly, but I said the right thing. But I looked down on that word.
What's your mush? You got?
What's your mush?
Yeah, mush, man. I love it. God
Also-
damn, I want to make fun of him.
You have a breakfast sandwich every morning.
Do.
Well, yeah, but I drink my monster with that.
There's milk in that.
No, I mean like if I have like breakfast, like that's not breakfast to me. Like if I go to McDonald's, I get a breakfast sandwich, and they give
breakfast
me
means you're breaking the fast.
I get a fucking soda. You know,
That's how fast I do it.
I don't want coffee, and I'm not gonna buy
When you're
milk.
sleeping.
Breakfast.
Sometimes not even then.
You don't drink orange juice?
No,
Orange
I
juice.
don't
Yeah, I
usually
love
drink
orange
juice.
juice.
I love
Have you
orange
had
juice.
fresh
I
squeezed
get
orange juice?
Yeah, but
Oh my
every time I
God.
eat orange juice, I immediately want to brush my teeth. Or no, I always brush my teeth and then I get a hankering for orange juice. Is the thing.
what?
Yeah,
Busy-
You've conditioned yourself.
I know.
It's like
That's
Pavlov.
so weird.
It's like
Terrible.
Pavlov's experiment.
Yeah, and you can't, so I just don't drink orange juice. I can't brush my teeth.
You're like, I just don't brush my teeth, so I don't want orange juice.
Well, I just yin yang.
Busy Bee has fresh squeezed orange juice, and it's amazing.
It's just so good.
I'm sure
it's,
it
it's
is,
so
but
much better because it's sweet instead of acidic.
I can't
I feel like
drink it.
juice messes with like acid reflux for me too much.
Orange
So
juice?
Just
It's got a
most
lot of
juices,
acid in it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
most juices, most juices citrusy, acidy. You know, so I
What
don't
about
drink
apple juice? Apple juice.
Apple
is pretty,
juice is still
It's
pretty,
pretty high
like-
in acid, but it's a
Yeah.
different kind of acid.
I mean, still, yeah. I just
What about grape
citric
juice?
acid.
Let's
grape
drink it,
juice.
move on.
I mean, I don't drink grape juice because it reminds me of grape soda, which had an ant in it one time when I was young, and it clamped on my tongue, and it bothers me, and it sends me back to a terrible time.
I remember.
Really?
well, it had a
Take it
terrible
over
time
you.
too. Huh? I said that ant had a terrible time too.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's dead.
And then I want orange juice.
Die. He was just trying to hang on for dear life.
You should drink out of victory for
He's probably just trying to feed his kids.
Yeah. He's like, this mouth is amazing. Look at the grape juice. Oh.
Okay, let me, before you say that, like, I love grape juice, but I didn't drink it for a year because one time I opened up a pop, and the grape juice, it was just clear. Like, they didn't put the dye in it. I was like, this is disgusting. I was drinking, I couldn't do it.
What?
Yeah.
It tasted the same. It was just clear.
Yeah,
They
it
didn't
was just
put the
clear.
dye in?
Freaked me the fuck out, bro.
See, I love clear sodas.
There are
Clear?
some.
Like Sprite?
They taste so much better.
Like Sprite?
There's
Yeah.
some off-brand like grape sodas and stuff that
Yeah,
are
that's clear. You did
That's
it.
what
It
they
drove
are.
me nuts, man.
Yeah, but it turns my poop green.
Grape juice?
Anytime I drink anything grape, not grapes, which don't taste like anything like grape.
No, they don't.
But anytime I have anything grape flavor, my poop is green. The next
What about
morning.
Concord grape juice?
That's great.
It's grape.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
grape. Like
He said grapes.
those are grapes.
Exactly. So they don't turn his poop green.
Well, he just
Real
said they
grape,
did.
real grape juice does
Anything
not
that says
turn his
real in front of it, I don't eat that. No, I'm kidding.
Well, all bets are off. Now he said anything that's artificial grape flavor.
I'm just every time I look down and I see green, I think, was there grapes? And it's always yes.
Dude, I've had like cake with icing, and certain icings
Yeah.
will do that stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what the
Grape poop.
hell happened? Oh yeah,
It's
right.
fascinating.
It's weird.
Well,
yeah.
I'll juice beets in my juicer, and my poop is red. I'm thinking, oh shit, I got colon cancer.
Hemorrhoids, you need to get some potato paste.
You get some potatoes.
Yep.
He's shoving the grapes in his ass
He's
instead.
going to Wendy's, going to Wendy's
gonna
getting
help?
those new wedges shoved up his ass.
Yeah. So
breakfast wedges.
From Wendy's.
The other day,
Yeah.
So Aaron,
the other day, I had a little thing I gave Calvin. It was for free breakfast baconator. I'm like, here, you want this? And you're like, yeah. Don't you want it? I was like, yeah, but that's where I got this. I got it today, and they
What do
gave me
we-
another one. I can't just continue
Yeah.
with that because I was be getting a breakfast baconator every single day, get a free one.
That's how they get you.
Yes,
Said, yeah, but it's free. All you got to do is buy a
like, no,
drink.
take us away.
What did you say was in your grape juice?
An ant.
See, when I was drinking Pepsi one time,
B.
yeah, it was a Yellow Jacket.
Oh.
And I spit it out, and for years afterwards, I would turn the pop tab around so it would cover the hole to try and protect me a little bit.
Yeah.
I say
still
they can
crawl
still
in.
fit in there, but yeah,
They like it more because it's more body shaped.
maybe.
Did that for
dude,
years.
one time when I was in high school, like I went to the vending machine after practice. I got a Powerade out of the vending machine, and I opened the cap up. I drank it, and like it was settled for so long, the blue shit turned. It was like rubber. Like there was like rubber blue shit in my mouth.
It was like a
stuff?
jelly.
It was like a rubber jelly. It was like it was hard, like
What
real
was
hard.
it?
It was a blue Powerade.
From a vending
Blue
machine.
power.
On a vending machine. I was like, fuck! And I fucking I threw it up in the fucking air to hit someone's car. Got the fuck out of there. I didn't drink blue Powerade for like a few years after that.
Yeah.
There was a kid.
It's weird that things like that will happen. You're like, I'm not doing that ever again. Fuck that stuff.
Well, actually, I didn't drink Powerade for a while, and then I started. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna drink blue Powerade for a while. So
You
it's
got to
just-
wean yourself back onto it.
There's a kid in my history class with Mr. Ban, who was this he was like the athletic director. He was an older guy. He's always screaming, writing down notes. You know, he every single time we would be in Mr. Ban's class, he would go to the vending machine, get a Coke, drink like 3/4 of it, and then that last little bit, he'd stuff like a bunch of paper towels in it, and he'd shake it up, and he'd spill it all over Mr. Ban before he came in. It looked like vomit. And Mr. Ban would come and say, "Oh, someone vomited," and he'd call a janitor. And he did it every day for like a whole semester. And Mr. Ban was like concerned, like, "Who's vomiting? Bring the janitor in here. It's out of control." You know,
It's like the
every
Phantom.
day.
You guys remember the story of the Phantom Pooper?
I remember
Yeah,
the story.
yeah.
Okay,
I
well, it's
remember.
like the Phantom Pooper, man.
And we do not have time for that story.
Yeah, it's
No.
well, it's a
Good
hell of a
question
story.
though.
Okay.
All right, so
Yes.
we're at redemptions and
All right.
donations.
We can just do questions the whole podcast and never get
Yeah.
to all of them.
We should have a podcast like that because they generate pretty good questions. I don't want to hear about your guys' week. I'm here most of it.
Hey, I did not tell you about no potatoes up your butt.
Yeah, Buff
until
Bagwell.
today.
Kiss my dog.
Yeah.
Hasn't happened every day.
Yeah.
They're definitely the most interesting this week.
You know what? I feel like someone told me earlier this week, oh man, I got to tell you guys this during podcast. I'm like, oh, okay. And I don't
It's
feel
Buff-
like
Buff
anyone
Bagwell.
told me. Was it you that did that? Oh.
I actually said to Rick, like, Rick, something happened to me today or yesterday. Tell you the podcast.
All right. Let's see. I've got redemptions up, but I forgot how to look up bits.
Redeem them.
How to look at what?
Bits. I got it.
There you go.
We're good. All right. Let's start 2 hours ago with Ryan Whittleson, who's resubscribed for 18 months. With the
Yes.
world coming apart, I always try and remember what Monty Python taught me. Always look on the bright side of life.
Side of life.
Whistle shade.
Fucking
Jesus.
shame.
I'm trying to remember whistle how you work.
That's not the song.
You're blowing
No,
it.
but I was
Thank
thinking
you.
about that song.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Ryan.
I do suck when I blow.
Alex,
I can do both.
the
You
Great.
suck when you blow.
Yep. Continue. Alex, what?
That's how you do it.
Alex the Great has resubscribed for 17 months.
Thank you, Alex the
Thank you,
Great.
Alex.
The Ginger Avenger, 510 bits.
Great.
Hope everyone is staying healthy.
Thanks a lot.
Thank
Yep.
you.
So
Always
far, except for Aaron.
Agent J for 17 months.
Thank you, Agent J.
Thank you, Agent J.
Diggus Bickus has resubscribed for 14 months. Much love.
Speaking of Monty Python.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Corey for 2 months.
Thank you,
Thank you, Corey.
Thank you.
Garrick Loran for 31 months.
Yes.
Thank you.
Gary, 1 month.
Thank you.
Kit Kat Joe for the first time.
Kit Kat.
Give me a break.
Top screen, 100 bits.
Thank you, top screen.
Thank you, Top Screen.
Casual Doom.
Thank you.
Casual
Thank you,
Doom has
Casual
resubscribed
Doom.
for 2 months.
2 months. Thank you,
2
Casual.
months. Thank you. Thank you.
Calder Robin, 9 months. Guys, I have something to tell you. And then he didn't tell us anything.
Damn it.
We have a baby.
Oh, 9 months.
Yeah.
I get it.
Rick,
Yeah.
you fool.
What do you think he's going to say?
I don't know.
I'm affected.
Tintin Who, 800 bits.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Tintin.
Tintin.
C. Bobs has subscribed.
Thank you, Bob.
Hell Thief Official, 1,000 bits.
The official Hell
Thank you,
Thief.
Health Thief.
Thank you, Healthy.
What about the unofficial Hell Thief?
Tattoo Mo has resubscribed for 8 months.
Thank
8
you,
months
Mo.
is almost 9 months, which means almost a blind way baby. Love you guys. Keep up the great work.
That baby's cooking.
Yes,
Thank
unless
you.
you're a preemie.
No one's ever saying that. You're a preemie. It's a great musical.
Yeah.
Hell Thief Official gifted a sub.
Thank you, Health
Thank you
Thief.
so much.
Official.
Calder Robin, 700 bits. My uni is closed next week and only offering online classes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's how I always
Stay
preferred.
safe.
Everywhere.
That's how I always preferred anyways.
Tintin Who, 200 bits.
Thank you, Tintin.
Tintin.
Just get rid of your universities now. We'll need it. Like you.
Hilding, 200 bits. Weekly loving.
Thank you, Hilding.
Thank you, Hilding.
Tattoo Mo gifted 5 subs.
Oh, thank you, Tattoo Mo.
Mo.
Thank you.
Mo.
C. Burke has resubscribed for 6 months.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Seabird.
Bert.
Thank you.
Franklin Lowe gifted a sub.
Franklin.
Thank you, Franklin Lowe.
Thank you.
Thank you for gift.
Night Owl Lenny, 10 bits. The end is near. Look at the sky for answers. A new beginning is soon to come.
Thank you for the bits.
The fans are off.
Yeah, that's what she's talking about. Aliens.
Kobe Wan, 2 months. Finally able to catch a live stream since my college shut down from the virus. LOL.
Hey.
Hells
This is
yeah.
good for us.
Yeah. Coronavirus helps.
Plan is working.
Shh.
Hell Thief Official gifted a sub.
Thank you, Health Thief
Thank you.
Official.
Thank you,
Again.
Hell Thief.
Mona Man has resubscribed for 2 months. Love your reactions. Hope you react to Vinland Saga when it gets an English dub. It might already have one, and I just didn't notice. I don't think it does.
I have no idea,
It looks cool, though.
Saga.
but maybe. Thank you for the sub.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fakes has subscribed for 9 months.
Thank you,
Fakes.
Fakes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dapper Darius, 24 months.
Thanks, Dapper.
Thank you.
Damn.
Very Darius.
24.
Very dapper.
Got out of the hospital after getting a rare blood condition and being in there for a week. While I was in there, I watched a ton of your old content, so thank you guys for making my dark days much brighter.
Well,
Glad we can
Thank
help.
you.
Well, hey, man, we're just glad that you're here and that you're
glad
feeling
you're
better.
Out of the hospital
Yes.
now. Dang, that's scary.
Splatoony Looney, 8 months. Hey guys.
hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, ducks.
Jacques XD has resubscribed for 6 months.
Thank you,
Thank
Jacques.
you so much. Thank you.
Cricket 29 has resubscribed for 8 months.
Gotta be a crook and is to know to play cricket.
I feel like every time you lean over to cough, you're leaning over to check my pronunciation. But then I hear the cough. I'm like, oh, that's why. Humongous Tuna, 1,500 bits. Without spoiling anything, what are you guys' expectations for the final season of Attack on Titan? If production goes smoothly, which it isn't, with all the hints and incredible rumors of a studio change, the first episode should be airing this October.
Big people fighting small people in wires.
Yeah, I mean, it's a show I've loved from the beginning, but
No
we'll see.
answers.
High quality, hopefully. I mean, it's the endings are always tricky for things like that show, like these mystery box shows. So I've enjoyed it so far so much. So hopefully it's good.
It's been amazing.
Don't
so
want to
far.
deliver the answers too soon.
I'm not gonna say anything, but I hope there's good stuff.
Tattoo Mo, 1,500 bits. Hey crew,
Mo.
sadly enough, I can't be here every stream, so here's some love.
Aw,
thank
well,
you,
thank you,
Mo.
Mo.
Mo,
We appreciate
thank you,
it.
brother.
Mo.
Majbrat, 26 months. Love you guys. Hope everyone is having a great week.
You too, Madge.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Madrat.
Johan Solo, $2. Did you guys hear that the European Football Championship World Cup of Europe is being moved to 2021?
No, I didn't hear that. No.
Doesn't surprise me.
No, it doesn't surprise. Actually, yeah, I did hear about that. Because Italy is locked down and everything. Like, nobody else is going to compete either.
I've not heard, but
Lemming of Evil has subscribed.
Even you convince the
Thank
others to jump.
Thank you so much.
DT3, 10 bits. Gollum's voice. Butthole taters? Precious.
Do it, Calvin.
But potatoes?
Mash them, stick them in a stew.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Potatoes.
Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them up your ass.
Majbrat, 10 bits. Well, if you have a potato up your butt, you might be able to power the light bulb.
well,
Good point.
that does work, right?
Yeah.
Salt water?
Well, I mean, you can pour whatever you need to in there, I guess.
Well, but you still need a battery.
Damn.
The potato is the battery.
Yeah.
No, you plug the battery into the potato, and the potato, like, keeps the current, right?
No.
I don't know how it works.
You can generate a current with a potato.
You can- a current, yeah, but you need, like, power, right?
No, it generates electricity.
Just
Really?
connect to the
Yeah.
battery of your butthole.
You know what Uncle Fester did with his mouth?
Next question.
I'm bringing a potato and the light bulb on the podcast next week. I'm not
right.
going to say what it's for. Shannon Melissa, 10 bits. Just another typical podcast. Potatoes and light bulbs up your arse.
Yep.
You guys never fail to make me chuckle, but one of you needs to come over and clean my kitchen floor because I just spilt milk on it. Because we made her laugh. I imagine.
We were talking about milk too.
Shane can't because
Did you
might
just
be
do
like
coke?
No, I was sucking the milk off the floor.
the second time today, Calvin.
What's it called?
G. Paul tipped $5. My birthday is tomorrow, and I only wish I could delay it until much happier, less apocalyptic times. Happy birthday, G. Paul.
Thank you, G.
Happy
Paul.
birthday.
Hope you have plenty of TP.
IGF-1,
I hope we react to Whiplash for you.
insulin growth factor 1 hormone.
No one
What the hell
cares
are you
anymore.
talking
It's for the
about?
dairy thing earlier. I
That
can't remember what
was
it's called.
so
No
long
one
ago.
cares
We moved
anymore.
on.
I remember.
ZD has
appreciate it.
resubscribed for 17 months. Thank you,
you,
ZD.
CD.
ZD.
CD.
Z.
I know.
J. Paul has resubscribed for 7 months.
Thank you,
Thank
Jake
you
Paul.
so much.
Paul.
Dip, 100 bits. Eric,
Yep.
Zelda, or Harry
Chip.
Potter.
Zelda.
Dip, potato chip.
Skinner, resubscribed for 12 months.
Thank you, Skinner.
Thank you.
Annihilator has subscribed. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Annihilator.
you for your
Thank you for this.
subscription.
Thank you.
And Gorgon Fish, 100 bits. The news just announced all Ohio public schools are closing. Hope you guys stay safe.
Oh, wow.
What?
So there's your answers, I guess.
Well, cool. I don't know where my kids in.
Believe it.
My biggest worry was that my kids would go to school, get it, and bring it back home. If they're not going there, I'm not going anywhere.
That legit was my biggest worry.
That was my biggest worry, too.
Because I get it.
No, I go home, I come here. That's all I do.
Evie's going to be so disappointed.
Yeah, she loves
I don't know my
school.
phone. I can't check if that's what the case is.
Yeah, I'll find out later when I get home.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll update you next week.
Damn.
if we're
My kids
still
go to private
here.
school, but I mean, they always follow suit pretty much, almost always. So,
Calvin went to private school.
It was
Homeschool.
extremely private.
That was very private, yeah.
very-
Wasn't it expensive too?
Exclusive.
Privater than
It was
yours.
expensive for my parents.
Night Owl Lenny redeemed a slap, which might be a little dangerous with this whole virus thing going around.
Okay, I'll go get some stuff.
Go get a spatula.
No, sorry. What? Who's slapping who?
Aaron is slapping Shane,
Oh,
but I think
Fucking kill
what are you
you.
doing over here? Oh, hey, look
Yeah,
at this.
there you
Look
go.
at that.
Fucking Swede.
Huh?
I said, yes. I said, this is sweet. Bitch. Fuck whacking.
I caught your ear. I'm sorry. I hit Calvin here.
You didn't hit shit.
I did too. It caught me off.
You did it, and it like somehow like propelled him in a pivot.
It's like he drew back, trying not to elbow me.
Madgebrat, Calvin slap Aaron because it's SABD.
Slap
LOL.
a
Super awesome
baldy
big dick.
Ah, yes.
Oh.
It's quick at least.
I'll leave him on. Yeah.
No, it's
You didn't close your eyes. It's gonna be on his face. Oh.
And
Extra.
finally, the Scottish Michael Calvin slaps Aaron. What day is it? It's Thursday.
not. You just
Slap the baldy.
The splash zone. You need to be at a Gallagher concert.
Someone in chat said Disneyland closed as well.
Did it?
I'm not surprised.
I thought it was actually Redemption. Maybe it wasn't if I can read it. But yeah, Disneyland is closed as well.
It's a magical place.
Well, Blind Wave's still open for the time being.
Yep.
Not
So
to the
make sure to come
public.
back tomorrow as we stream.
Yeah, Battlefront.
Yeah, we're playing Battlefront tomorrow.
Battlefront, guys.
So happy birthday, G-Paul.
That's what he wanted.
All right, thanks, guys. If you didn't catch it live, podcast is every Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for
Bye-bye.
being here.
I've got 427 guns, one for each of you.